I love my intervalometer, man. I bought 2. Can't use the other one for this camera. Yeah, I can't use it for this one. And that's the shit that sucks. And I blame Tristan for it, of course. That's my scapegoat. My bestie is my scapegoat. How do you feel about that, Tristan?
About what?
You being my scapegoat.
No.
No? Damn.
Oh.
I'm ready to go. We ready. We out here, man. Play that Utada Hikaru.
Okay.
Did you hear her new song? Hold on.
I did not know that she dropped a single.
Bro. Stop.
I gotta check it out.
Nasty. That's nasty. Stop ruining my childhood, Tristan.
I'm not ruining your childhood.
You're ruining my childhood with that shit. Mic check, mic check. Mic check.
Meow.
Because they're pointing out what they were subliminally doing in TV shows back in the
Yeah.
day. Nobody caught this. Like,
Certain shows actually were like OD with the subs, man. And we're talking about like really bad. I was what was I watching with Harmony, bro? Oh my god. Powerpuff Girls. That shit had me rolling. This is the episode when what's her name? Sedusa? Remember Sedusa?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When Sedusa pulled up, and at the end, and the mayor was like, "Yo, I'd pay anything for Miss Bellum." He's like, "Wait, where did you get the money? Where did you get the money from?" He's like, "Oh, we didn't have the money. It's just the mayor's dirty laundry for whites. You get it? White people dirty laundry."
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I think that's funny. Harmony's like, "What's so funny?" I'm like, "Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, kid."
You saw they're doing a live action of it, right?
Was it Powerpuff Girls?
Yeah.
Yeah.
30 cassette.
When?
This came out like what, a few days ago?
Why? Why? Mic check. Uno, dos. Ich, ni, san. Go. I don't remember.
Ich, ni, san, chi.
I only know
Go.
Roku.
Roku. Nana.
Na. You got that Utada Hikaru playing. That's my baby. Y'all heard her new song? Nobody.
I have. I like it.
That's
I haven't.
You haven't? Ain't you Japanese? That is fucked up. That's my baby.
That's racist.
First of all, she's a DJ playing Utada Hikaru right
I'm
now.
sorry.
And she's Japanese and she hasn't heard her new song.
That's racist.
That is not racist.
So she's Japanese and she hadn't heard a Japanese song.
No, that's Utada. Utada is like
That's racist.
Utada is like
Oh,
our
look, he reacted. That's racist.
facts. Utada in Japan is like to us. I'm trying to figure like not really Beyonce, but you could say no. Who's a Caucasian artist that's like really big that everybody listens to when they drop something? Adele. You could say Adele.
No. You mean like in terms of like the clout that they have?
Yeah.
Raekwon versus Ghostface.
Yeah. They're doing a versus. Yeah.
That's gonna be interesting. I'll watch that one.
But yeah, who would you compare Utada to?
How many years has she been in the game? Because she's been in for a while.
Utada's been in the game since she was like 12.
Yeah, I was gonna say like maybe Madonna. You got
Madonna.
Cher. You got Madonna. You got Cher.
Who else?
Upcoming now, you got Lady Gaga.
She's like a Lady Gaga. Not really. Yeah, she's like Cher or something like that. Yeah. What up, everybody? It's the Otaku MC, the Shogun, the rap games. Akira, Lord Champa himself, Malik Champloo. Welcome to the Lord Champa Show, episode number what, T?
Episode number 40.
I gotta give you some dat, bro. For the past 2 weeks, T Money has been on it. Oh, I gotta change these right here. But yes, episode number 40. We're on number 40. Jesus Christ, we're on number 40. This is officially our quarantine episode, man. 1 year later. 1 fucking year later.
I mean, it's taken us how long to like finally like get ourselves to be in a space that we feel safe about coming together like this.
Jesus
So,
Christ.
because we start like when we started this, like.
Well, I
Well,
started
no, you had us come on like
Yeah.
in, like in the middle.
when
of
I
summer.
got you two together. It was
Yeah.
like May. It was like
Yeah.
May-ish, I would say.
Because I was just doing the guest appearances. He wasn't
Yeah.
really having me as like official co-host.
Yeah.
Then he was like, "Yo, I want you to be down." I'm like, all right.
The things that happen in quarantine.
Quarantine. Yo, that nigga is still short and bald, man. Jesus Christ. But episode number 40 of the Lord Champa Show, we are here. Mio Soul on the ones and twos right now, playing some stuff for us right now. Hey.
You see, only you can hear what
Yep,
Jesus
it's
said.
gonna, until I get splitters for you guys and headphones, I got that in the cart. It's only us jamming right here and the people out there. And whenever y'all go back and listen to the episode, it's not disrespectful, man. I'm just saying. You know, shit costs money, a lot of money. And my bankers are like, nigga, you got a limit on what you can spend every time. That's why I had to wait for you guys. I was like, wait until tomorrow, I got y'all. Man, they was looking at my purchases last time, like, yo, what are you doing? I'm like, nigga, I'm buying shit for my podcast. Stop putting a fucking lock on my money. You gotta love the government. But yeah, let's do some quick shits out here, man. Let's do some quick shits out here. This is the stories for the week. Just doing a little quick jab at it. You know, give our our takes on it. Yeah, ones and twos. You know what I'm saying? A little light, shine. Demon Slayer season 2 is coming this year. I know you guys heard about that. I could give two shits about it, so oh well. Y'all.
To each their own, you know? Like, I enjoy it.
Go ahead, talk about it.
About Demon Slayer?
Yeah, season 2. I don't give a fuck.
I don't watch Demon Slayer like that either.
Well, no, I just started, like, me going back into watching anime, like, it's actually pretty nostalgic because I haven't been in a, like, mental space, I guess you could say, like, to watch anime, but, like, being back in school reminds me of when I was in school, like, the first fucking time around, and, like, when my brain dies and I'm like, I have no capacity to fucking, like, think to write this fucking paper, I'll throw on, like, an episode, like...
So
I was watching Yashahime last night, and I was like, "This is okay." And I think it's like different, like talking about that, where like Demon Slayer, I was like, I can see the appeal to it. Like this is interesting, but it's like maybe because I'm older, maybe I'm just in a different mindset. But it's just like the hype that I had from like when I was younger and seeing these things like week to week, like with Bleach or like with Naruto and like going up with that. I was like, I can see the appeal. I'm not there emotionally invested like I am with those other shows, but I see it and I enjoy it like I enjoy Mob Psycho. I started that. I'm going back into it because I love fucking Mob. He's so fucking adorable. And that poor baby, he just needs help. And Yashahime, like it's interesting because like I grew up like remembering like when that first came up on Adult Swim, and you had like the first. They actually played the fucking openings in Japanese. Like when you started, you're like, this is another language. What is happening?
That was the first show. Now that I think about it. Because I'm trying to think, what other shows were on Adult Swim? Well, Cowboy Bebop as well.
Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yu Yu Hakusho, they translated the ending songs. The opening and the endings. They never played.
Oh, right. They had the English openings.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had the English openings.
Inuyasha, like everything on Adult Swim were the first shows to actually play the songs in Japanese. Like the ending songs. They never played opening songs. Don't know why.
No, but they played Change the World for Inuyasha.
I don't remember them
They
playing
did.
Change the World.
They played.
I don't remember that.
That's how I remember that. That's how I remember those lyrics because I just remember.
I want to change the world. Cut.
That was a moment, everyone. So, but I remember they played that opening, and so like listening and like watching it now, I'm like, I get the hype, and I get that they're going on nostalgia for it. I'm like, I was like, wasn't Inuyasha like that? Like, there's monologue so fucking like I'm at episode 3 right now for like Yashahime.
Oh god.
Like all that like rewatching it because like I've been catching stuff and I'm like I already know what happens in it, but I'm just like let me just like go back to it, and I'm like, man, this is a little boring. And I was like, because like they monologue a fucking lot, they explain everything, and I was like, was it Inuyasha like that? And I went back to watch the first episode, and I was like, oh yeah, they were. Yep. And I was like, you know what? It's because I was fucking 11.
Yep.
Maybe that's why. So it was just like, in terms of like anime, again, I see the appeal. I like the first, like I'll just talk about the first episode of Demon Slayer because I'm not gonna go into like everything about it. Like the first episode was just like I can see the appeal. It's tragic, but you see it fucking coming. And it's like, I see where they're going and I see what they're doing it. And like episode 2 is a little slow and I'm just like, man, all these shonen just, I see the appeal.
Demon Slayer tries to rip off too many shows. I see it. It's okay. And
but the animation is fucking sick.
It's beautiful.
Yo, but that show, like, if there's anything you take away from
beautiful.
Demon Slayer, it's just like
top notch.
Like that fucking
Top
studio,
notch.
like, is fucking. So it's just like, yeah, I can see why it's fucking popular. It's not like, for me, it's just like goes in the bag of like. Oh, it goes in. That's how I feel. It just goes in the bag.
It just goes in the bag of
There's
shit.
so many shonen. There's just so many. So my attention span is
It's
that
all
big.
Don't feel bad. I'm on episode 4, y'all. See me.
Y'all suck. Anyways, let's keep it moving, man. Y'all both suck. We're
We're all equal partners in
all-
stuff, just as
all-
much
all-
as we do. Yeah.
all I need to
all
know
in
is this.
together.
What they're gonna do with Kirby Morrow's role as Moroku. That's the only thing I'm thinking about when it comes to Yashahime. Rest in peace to Kirby Morrow.
Moroku.
Yeah, Moroku. He died.
I said
couple months
Moroku or Naraku. But
No, Moroku.
They gotta bring Naraku
They're
back.
gonna bring Naraku back. There's the storyline. Last week's episode
is the
pervert.
Yeah, he's a Buddhist priest.
Yeah,
Oh.
he's me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the one who had the hole in his hand, and
Yeah.
the hole in his hand is gone now.
Yeah. But he's doing some training right now, which is gonna allow him to like unlock some crazy. I ain't even gonna ruin it, but Naraku's coming back. We already know that. I'm like, really? So that's where that came from? That came from that? So that means that's gonna come back, forcing him to come.
It's so like the way you're talking about it, and just like thinking about stuff that I know. I'm just like sometimes when like they're just playing off of our nostalgia, and I'm just like, man, they could have just left it. Like for me, this feels like fan fiction.
Good though.
For me, this feels like fan fiction, and it's just like
It's good fan fiction.
it's more than the mill fan fiction.
I'll give you.
It's mid level. Like the way you feel about like how Demon Slayer is mid level. I'm like, this is mid level. Like Yashahime could be better.
Me personally, I like going into certain shows, especially like old shows coming back. Prime example, I love Dragon Ball Super, but it sucks. Dragon Ball Super is horrible, but I love it.
Dragon Ball Super is
That's a guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
It's a guilt. Like we know it's bad. We know the writing is bad.
Well, it's also like it's not even that's bad. It's just like, can y'all just give us an original story?
Yeah,
Just maybe once.
it's bad. Like
give us an
it
original
sucks.
storyline. Like you're just.
No, I didn't like the way they did with the movies. Like they did the integration when they tried to put the movies.
Jesus Christ. Oh, I know what you're talking about.
When they put the movies in the series,
As
it was like
The
Yeah, the
movies
first-
was a series, so if you didn't watch the movie,
you
you
watched
could.
the series. I'm like,
If y'all don't know what we're talking about, just know that at one point, one of the movies is basically
both
a couple episodes. Both of them, right?
it was
both
God
of them.
Beerus
Yeah.
and,
It's just,
and the Revenge of Frieza. They
and it's
put
just
it.
like, we didn't need that, but
Yeah.
alright, content, and they still made money, so that's,
Yep.
that's
Yeah.
what it's about.
And then Champa came, and then it was just goat
Nah,
shit.
but the way they did it, they
When
read.
Champa pulled up, it was just straight goat shit. Nigga, it was like, oh, who's
They didn't
this?
say that because you love Champa.
Champa's my boys. I am Champa.
All I know is that I have a Beerus cosplay that's sitting in my closet that I need to fucking do.
I already got the
Yes.
pants. I just need to get the red pant. I need to get the red pant. Is red
Yeah, but I just didn't like that part about that. Like I felt like that was on. I get what you're trying to do. You're trying to make them canon, but you could still make a movie and still keep them canon. Like they used to do that all the time with the shows back in the day. Like they would make the movie and keep it
And
canon.
this is why I hate the Lord Champa show. Look how we got into a whole rant on a quick shit. Demon Slayer's trash. Season 2 is coming. Charlemagne the God.
Everything is trash to him.
Not everything.
Everything
but
is
a
trash
lot
to
of
him.
things are trash. Charlemagne, this is something I want your opinion on this. Charlemagne the God said Rhapsody is hands down the best female rapper out today during the Sister Soldier interview. How you feel about that?
I think lyrically, yeah, not the
Of
best.
course.
Lyrically, she's nice, but it's still. I don't know. I wouldn't call her the best. Like,
Whoa, really?
think about that. That's a difficult.
See, I'm over here questioning.
Nah, it's. I get what Charmaine's come from. Like lyrically, she's the best. She's the best rapper. She knows how to make a song without having to be sexy about it. It's just like I said, the rest of the world don't see that because they don't really listen to that kind of female rap. But as far as like, I think personally, I'm a big fan of Rhapsody, so I think she's one of the best. So
The Coldest Winter is coming out with a part 2. So Sister Soldier was talking about it, and she was on Breakfast Club, and Charlemagne, and this is the only reason why I brought it up, is because of the hypocrisy that's around music nowadays. We glorify all these artists that are actually pretty shitty, and then when someone like a Sister Soldier pops up, then you go, oh yeah, I love Rhapsody. But you've never not once spoke about Rhapsody on your platform.
I always
at all.
I said, like, in my house, everybody be like, Rhapsody. They don't know who Rhapsody is, but every time I would say, you always speak her, because I love her music. I love the way, I like a female that could be versatile. Like, there's nothing wrong with rapping about sex.
Yo, what the fuck just happened?
I just lost my train of thought.
I'm sorry, didn't mean to scare y'all.
Nah, you good. She over here.
Nah, but
No.
it's just,
Because of the music.
it's always good to hear females rap about sex. There ain't nothing wrong with that, but to be able to rap about diversity, things that's going on, and have your own mindset. Ladies, I'm sorry.
Thank you. That's what he saw me. I was just like,
I'm sorry.
no, it's a learning curve. It's a learning curve.
You know?
Hypocrisy. I don't like that. I hate when people do that shit. You know, that's like me having I don't know, fucking NBA Youngboy here, and I'm like, yo, my nigga, like, I love your music, like, yo, rappers like you and y'all. I listen to Lupe Fiasco. I listen to these type of artists all the time. So stop it. Like, when you come by and I'm playing some random shit, it's like, I like this type of music. I like this song here, but when it comes to song structure, trash. When it comes to certain things about a song or this artist, it's trash. But I don't listen to them all the time.
It's just sometimes. Like I said, music is mood. Like, once you're in the mood to be swinging, to be once you're in the mood, like, sometimes you want to hear party music. Sometimes, like I said, when I'm in the club, I like listening to music like the Baby, like Pop Smoke and all that.
Yeah, exactly.
Of course, because it's that type of vibe. But when I'm by myself, no. Like, I don't want to hear about that all day, because that's not what I'm going through all day. So it's like, you want to hear it different, and people is like, always I feel what Charlamagne the God is saying is that there's a lot of people out here that, someone says is the best rapper, they start flocking to it. Such as Nipsey.
Yeah.
Like, Nipsey, everybody said when he died.
As soon as he died,
nobody was fucking with him before that. And I tell people that none of y'all was fucking with Nipsey before that man got shot, and then they started healing him again. Like, was older, because he been putting in work for a lot of time. So it's like,
that's facts.
A lot of people always just notice somebody when somebody else says it.
I hate that. I just don't like that, man. Blurred Lines. Did you guys hear about Pharrell and the whole Blurred Lines?
Like
they get sued, I think.
Well, no,
Yeah,
because they. What was it? Because, like, there were bars that they thought that he copied off of.
Yeah,
copyright. It was a copyright claim situation.
Yeah, that passed. Like, he's cleared from that shit officially, and I'm glad.
Too bad it's still a trash song, but.
Yeah. My nigga. And I love Pharrell. And I actually like Robin Thicke, but that's an example of this is trash.
It was like the lyrics were trash. The lyrics were trash. The video was trash.
I never.
And Robin Thicke is trash. So it's like.
Whoa, Robin Thicke is not. Whoa.
What you're talking about as a person or as an artist? As a person, he's trash.
He sucks. He sucks as an individual. Yeah, we heard about him.
Yeah.
And why he did that to my baby?
What happened?
He cheated.
His wife is fuegonomics. What?
I don't pay attention to Robin Thicke.
Robin Thicke. He was a.
I didn't even hear the song you were talking about.
But anyway, good for Pharrell. It's still a trash song, but at least he got clear of that shit.
He said, I changed the bass line. What are you talking about? That song, was an inspiration. The bass line from that song was dun 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 dun. Mine is doom 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 doom. You can't explain that to a judge like that, my nigga. Like, you really can't. But years later, finally, they cleared it. It's like, this is... No.
At the same time, I hope it's a good conversation to have where people, like, everyone copies everything. It was like, everything in pop is based off of, like, the same 3 goddamn chords.
Mm-hmm.
Like bass line. Mm-hmm. So it's just like...
People need to, like, that's a whole nother
That's a different conversation, but it's like, good for Pharrell.
That's a lot of
good for Pharrell.
Anyway, let's clap it up one time right now. Everybody right now, clap it up, 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 clap it up. The Stimmies have been passed. The stimmies have been passed.
Took way too long.
So in the next week or two, your $1,400 will be dropping in your motherfucking account, baby. Let's go, everybody. Donate $200 to the Lord Champa Show. What's up? I'm glad.
On that
happy.
note, if you like, on that note, for a lot of people who don't have direct deposit things,
Ooh.
or like depending on your how you do your taxes, make sure you look up how you can get it.
That's
also,
a
make
fact.
sure that all your information's up to date. So if you are getting something mailed to you as your
That's a
Stimmy,
fact.
make sure it's up to date.
Talk that shit.
Because also some people are like, oh, am I gonna get a card? Am I gonna get in a check, or like is it going to direct deposit? It's like,
Yeah, it's
how did
whatever
you
you
do
did.
your taxes last time around? If you didn't do your taxes last time around, get in contact with someone who can talk you through like how the fuck are you gonna actually get your money? Because let's be real, there are people who still have not gotten their money from when Donald Trump was still president. So
That's a fact.
And they're still working on
there's
getting
a lot of
it.
people I know in the hood that's like waiting for their Stimmy for the past year, and they never do taxes.
Interesting.
I gotta look at the camera. Really, nigga? Just saying. But yeah, the Stimmy's pass. Everybody in the next week or two, you will be receiving. If you have all your information in and everything is A-OK, then you'll be receiving your $1,400. Oh, and they also extended the unemployment, which is excellent, which is good for the people out there. I don't think they changed anything when it came to the actual, like how much we're getting. I think they're keeping it at 400 or something like that. Or I think 300 or
It's
whatever the fuck it is.
300. It's
Yeah.
at 300.
They're keeping it at that. On top of that, two things. Unfortunately, they didn't pass the college forgiveness. So hopefully in the next package...
that was a pipe dream.
Yeah.
Most of us knew that.
Hopefully. But a good thing that did pass is if you did not do your taxes yet, I suggest you wait a little bit. Wait a couple weeks or two. Because if you were receiving unemployment, you got to pay the taxes back off of that. But they changed it to where you don't got to pay no taxes. Thank you, Jesus. For all the people out there. Like, how you going to tax somebody off a fucking mistake y'all did? Man, suck my dick. Suck my dick.
I mean, that's also a positive thing too, because like, so everyone who, like myself included, when we were receiving unemployment, it's like I ain't dealing with this shit at the end of the year. I'm just gonna get pulled out, which means may it be a really fat refund.
Oh, shouts out to this shit, because you know the shop is closed basically, but man, they taking that shit, a majority of that for child support. Merry Christmas. Hey, just saying.
Switch Pro.
Yeah, man. You didn't hear about the Switch Pro rumors?
I heard about the Switch Pro rumors.
The Switch Pro supposedly is coming undocked 720 when you dock it. It's in 4K. Where's my horns, Mio?
Oh shit.
You gotta prepare the girl, man. You gotta give her like a hand signal and be like, pew pew.
I threw.
Pew, pew, pew,
First of all, I
pew.
threw something at her earlier.
No,
She didn't even
it's like,
notice.
I can't even multitask. I got so much to do. I gotta watch the cameras and I gotta do
Says
everything.
you. I was up at 8 o'clock this morning doing a whole setup.
Okay.
Making sure all y'all was good. Making sure. Am I talking about? Alright, I'm over here controlling that and making. I'm fucking with you, by the way. And I did not want a horn. Hello.
Pew pew. Give him the laser ones. Pew 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 pew.
Nah, you're my official laser.
pew,
There we
pew.
go. There we go. But yeah, man, that new Switch Pro, I think it's really gonna come out. I think it's definitely gonna drop this year.
Well, you can still play like the same files. You put your file on and stuff like that.
Ooh.
That's the thing, because I'm not starting from scratch. I will be obviously
Well,
cheated.
so
Certain
the-
games you won't be able to play on there.
It depends on if it's allowed, if like cloud saving is allowed, and you can do from one.
You gotta transfer
Switch.
it. Like
You can transfer.
with
really.
Pokemon, you would have to literally transfer it from the system to it, because that's the only way to save data. Being that they don't want people cloning Pokemon, they don't allow you to save it on the cloud. Like, so you have to literally save it. It's saved to your, like, I think your profile, your name. So you really have to transfer everything over to another Switch to do it, and then delete it off of that Switch.
Yeah.
That is such a Pokemon problem.
No, that's a Nintendo thing. That's just Nintendo. Like,
Yeah, they don't want, because what people was when with any other game, they don't care about, like, they don't care about Mario. They don't care, but they know how people are Pokemon, because Pokemon cloning has been going on for a little while.
Well, it's also like it's the collector's like problem, you know.
So they want to keep it so nobody can keep having like duplicates of every Pokemon song.
Nintendo and all these other companies understand your shit will be hacked as long as people's vital information, like their credit card stuff and like their home addresses, aren't being leaked. Niggas is gonna hack your shit at the end of the day. Get over it. Get over it. Get over it. But definitely prevent people from like thinking games, like copying games. You know, like pirating. Prevent that for sure. But all that extra cloud that save data, extra bet. Cause when I got my my card for my Switch, and I had I think I got Pokemon and Smash, the first 2 games I got on the Switch. So I saved it on the hard drive itself.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then when I had to transfer it over, I had to go through a whole bunch of shit instead of just transferring the shit. I'm like, yo, suck my dick. I got time for this. I got to. No, not in my house. No time. No time. Last thing we're going to talk about before we actually get into the episode is one of my favorite live action Japanese shows. It's coming back, and it's going to be on Amazon Prime Japan. So you know I got to get that VPN popping ASAP. Kakegurui Twins airs next month. No, sorry, in the next week.
Couple of days.
Next week. Kakegurui Twins. It's the story of what's her name, the one with the blonde hair, the 2 pigtails.
Mary.
It's her story before.
Before Yumiko comes and wreck her shit.
Yeah, before she comes in and she starts, sunning everybody. So I can't wait for that. It's not gonna have English subtitles, but I'm still gonna definitely watch that. Butt ass naked on this couch right here, my dick out.
Okay.
That was unnecessary sexual harassment, sir.
No. What? I'm talking about what I'm gonna be doing in my personal time when I'm watching something. I didn't say I was doing that to anybody. I just forgot y'all was here because I can't wait for.
Well, see, now you have that unwarranted picture. Now you put that unwarranted picture of your dick in his head. Now look at his sad face. Look at his sad face.
Oh, sorry.
Look at his. Look how sad you made him.
And it's in that same exact spot you're sitting in too. Sorry. My bad. Let's start this episode, baby. We got a lot to get into. Yeah. Because I can't even hear the music anyway, so you're good. Yeah, you're good. So just pause it or whatever. We got a lot to get into on this episode of the Little Champa Show. It's beautiful outside, but people are still assholes, man. We had a little minor talk, like we started talking about this before we even hit record.
Prince Harry versus the royal.
Yes.
Meghan Markle.
Prince Harry and Meghan Markle and their son. What's their son's name?
Archie.
Archie. It's those 3 versus the world. I don't know where to start. First of all, fuck Oprah. You're laughing, man. Fuck Oprah, bro.
Well, why do you say? Well, I think you can start off by saying like, why fuck Oprah? Even though she hosted this interview, like, why is that your opinion?
One, Oprah's getting paid hella money off of this interview, right? I haven't heard anything good from Oprah for a very long time. I'm trying to remember the last time Oprah said, you know what, I'm going to give back to, she's from Chicago. I'm going to give back to Chicago. Let me help, the school system out. Let me help. Oprah can change Chicago by herself. Nah, she's chilling. And ain't nothing wrong with that. She worked her ass off. But I remember watching Oprah back in the day. When Oprah was talking about fuck this generation, basically. She's like, all these kids running around, they're using the N-word back in my day. This is when she was the Jay-Z interview.
Oh.
The Jay-Z interview specifically, where Jay-Z brought her to Marcy Projects.
I remember that, yeah.
And she was like, these kids are out here using the N-word like it's nothing. I remember back in my day, that was so... He's like, yeah. And we grew up in that, and we saw how you guys were broken down by that. We flipped it to make something else. She's like, yeah, but these kids out here. And he's like, yeah, because there's nobody out here really helping us or helping these kids. Mm-hmm. Right? Let's look at that. Let's right? Jay-Z brought Oprah to Marcy, right? Jay-Z, oh my God, is doing a hell of a lot for the community along with his beautiful wife. Am I right? Or am I wrong?
Right.
Beyonce has a program where she's giving back to black-owned businesses. Jesus Christ. Oprah, where you at? Where you at? You want to pop up and do an interview that deals with some super racist shit. Super racist shit. I got it. But intervalometer. But you don't want to give back to Chicago. Flint still ain't got no clean water. Oh, they actually do have clean water, excuse me. Thanks to Jaden Smith. But you can give everybody in your, in your audience a free car. Okay. We were talking about her best friend, that white pervert nigga that be touching on women who is still free or whatever. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't know. But you was quick to drop Bill Cosby.
Michael Jackson.
Who? Didn't she do a whole documentary on Michael Jackson?
Yeah.
And we already know when it comes to people like you that do have money and the fuck shit y'all do. And I'm not even going to get into my whole conspiracy theory bag. But we know about you. Okay? Just saying, remember that school in Africa? For girls and women? And then out of nowhere, a whole bunch of... Let's not get into that. So fuck Oprah. Because if nobody gonna say it, I'm gonna say it. I don't give a fuck. Okay?
Hey, your opinion's your opinion.
Exactly. It's not my co-host. It's not Mio's. It's mine. Fuck Oprah.
I mean, if anything, I think my opinion is everyone should be able to criticize people who are in places of power.
Mm-hmm.
And just because, like, you have a history of doing great things, shitty things, you should be able to, look at the whole thing and be like, remember, you shouldn't idolize people with a shit ton of money. That's just my opinion.
Thank you.
So, that's how I feel about politicians. That's how I
the
feel
only
about
people I idolize,
people with
real
money.
nigga shit. I idolize one of the biggest murderers in Japan. Well, he's not the biggest murderer, but he's one of the biggest murderers in Japan. Miyamoto Musashi. That's who I idolize.
You want to explain who he is?
Oh, Miyamoto Musashi is a rogue samurai. When he was 13 years old, the legend has it, he killed 13 dudes in a forest that were coming after him because he just wanted to chill in a fucking forest and train. After that, he started challenging a whole bunch of dojo masters. Didn't give a fuck. He just wanted to let them know, I'm the best samurai without a master. And as he got older, he began training in his own dojo, teaching people the way of the samurai. And then he has a book called The Book of Five Rings. I love reading that book. It helps, it gets you focused. And he breaks down the different elements. And he puts that into, like, the art form, if you know what I mean.
How long ago would you say that was, like, his life experiences that he talks about?
Nigga, that was like 4 years. Literally.
No, I mean, like, how long ago from now?
Oh, from now?
Yeah.
Centuries.
There you go. Yeah.
Many,
Just in terms of, like, comprehension. That's all.
Many centuries. Mm-hmm. Many centuries. So opposed to everybody like, oh my God, Oprah, she needs to be president. I do not want Oprah to be president.
I don't want any fucking, no one needs another celebrity to be fucking president, right? Like, no one.
After Donald Trump, that was it.
Everybody's like The Rock.
Remember, Reagan was a celebrity before he became a president.
3 strikes. We don't need a 3rd strike.
We don't need more.
We don't need a 3rd strike.
How did they kick him out? I know he was responsible for a lot of
No,
stuff.
Reagan, he did his 2 terms. He was fine. Reagan was fine. They still idolize Reagan. Like,
even though he brought crack in the country.
he
Yeah,
went.
that's what I said. Wasn't Ronald Reagan the one that initiated the whole crack
I don't know what it was.
He was the one who like initiated all those crack initiatives. Him and his wife. It was also his wife.
But there was also
she was heading it. Yeah, right. She was heading it. He was also responsible for the shit that happened with AIDS in that time. So yeah,
but
he went through his terms fine.
He was also responsible because he was the one that bought crack. They was at war. They have it in the documentary. They was at war with Nicaragua. So he was allowing Nicaragua to bring the crack, and that's how the crack got in the country because of him.
Check out that documentary.
It's on Netflix. It's on Netflix. It tells you how the crack really got started because even stuff I didn't know was like that was in there that they were saying that was historically proven not to be right. That a lot of people had.
Yo, they had big old bricks with scorpions on them. So everybody that don't comprehend certain rhymes and certain lyrics, scorpion bricks, prime example. Yeah. And then they showed you the videos of these motherfuckers, CIA agents.
Helping the people tell it.
Oh, yeah.
It was
dump it in the hood.
Yeah.
The guns, dump it in the hood.
They have the story about it. It's called Snowfall. They have like a story like he's working with an FBI agent, but the FBI agent is working with the crack to bring the crack in the country. But he's letting this guy saying, yo, we just sell to these people, we good. And they getting paid for it. So that's what it was back in the day. So, but he still did his 2 terms, like. So did Trump.
Crazy.
No, Trump did 1.
He has 1 term, but like
never again. Please no. But we're getting off. We're going off topic. Right now.
We're talking about American heads. We should go back to talking about some British heads.
That's another thing. Fuck the Brits. When I heard about this, I really didn't give 2 shits.
What?
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't give a fuck about this story. But Prince Harry's wife is black. So I quote unquote had to care. Someone told me. You know who you are. Because I said, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. But you gotta care because she's black. It's about time, and I respect them both, and I love them both for bringing up. They're putting it on forefront saying, hey, y'all niggas is racist. Like we've been saying for so many years. Even people in power are fucking racist. People with these old mindsets.
They're a major colonial power of the world who colonized multiple places.
Say it again. Say it again.
I mean, but that's also like, it's one of those things where in watching it, it was just like, it's just disheartening to hear her personal experiences about it, but it's also to see what the real impact I saw, like at least for me, it was seeing online and like how there are just hordes of people that were responding and it's like, they're racist? Like, are we really like confused or like shocked that the royal family is racist? And then what happened earlier this week, or like I think just recently, was it Harry's brother? What's his fucking name? Harry's brother was just like,
who? Ron?
Yeah, they got this for doing that.
What? Yeah, what's his? What's
Harry,
it?
Ron.
It's a. Yeah. I forget his brother's name, but
Harry Potter. Yeah. Okay. Continue.
See, now you got me off my train of thought. Why you gotta be racist towards people, man?
No, because you said, what's Harry's brother? I said, who? Ron? From Harry Potter, get it? Ron, Harry? Yeah, now you laugh. Continue. That's fun. But yeah,
so, but his brother was saying that, like, oh, but me and my wife are not racist. Or, like, our family is not racist.
Every time somebody says that.
No, but that's the thing, though. Every time you have to say that, like,
I'm not racist, wait.
I was just like, like, what's that song in Avenue Q? I'm just like, I hate to break it to everyone. Everyone's a little bit racist sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
The only thing you gotta do is, like, recognize when you are and learn from it and be like, because that's what, like, you talk about, like, the things that she was going through, right? And I think that with the Queen's response and everything, it was like, there was ignorant, like, people in response to, like, who were defending or, like, being apologetic on behalf, like, again, not just British people, but, like, people in general who are like, oh, you guys see they're in a position of power, and, like, they didn't see, they don't know, and I was just like, it's 2021, and you tell me that they ignorant, that somebody that they don't want to name drop, because that could be really detrimental to, like, the family, was, like, they were worried about the skin color that Archie was going to be when he was born, like, that's not microaggressive, that is straight up aggressive, man, in terms of being racist. So like,
fuck them.
So
Yeah, not,
cool.
not Harry and not what's her name? I'm
Megan.
about to say Mariah, Megan, and Archie. No. It's always Team Money trying to get us flagged. No, fuck it. Fuck the royal family. They could suck my royal cock. Fuck them. Everybody's going crazy about this interview, and I'm just like, you're just realizing this? Why are you guys feeding into this? They didn't take any money for this interview, and I commend them. And then, you know, they're good at the end of the day. Let's get this straight. They're good. They got money. Period.
Well, it's also like, you know, Princess Diana. That's what Harry said. Like his mother, like his mom, like made sure that he was going to be financially stable. And then I think that's
she knew what it was.
But she lived, and that's the thing, that she lived it. And like all the things that have been coming out since her death, and like different documentaries
Princess Diana.
Yeah, Princess Diana. Like they hated her.
Yeah.
They hated her ass, and like, and Prince Charles like did her dirty. Like that's like before it was Camille, and then afterwards she died, and then he got back with Camille. And then, and the other thing too is like, again, it doesn't excuse his behavior, but it was just like, I see why he was a fuck ass himself, because like he wanted to marry Camille out the front. If he had just married Camille out the front, Diana would have just been like, who knows? Who fucking knows if he was able to live the life he wanted? But they're like, no, she's not suitable. This girl is. So it's just like, they just fucked everyone in that family. And the fuckery just continues to keep fucking. Also, you see how like Megan's father's doing fuck shit too. Like, from the beginning, like, since before, like, when they were engaged, it's like, if anything, it's one of those things where it's sad to see, but it's also, like, a weird thing to be, like, in the public eye, because it's just, like, I understand that bullshit, where everyone's just like, family's family, like, you should forgive them. And it's like, look at Harry's family, and look at Meghan's poor family. You want to forgive them for this bullshit they're putting them through?
Family my dick.
Like, her biological father is going on and has been saying shit about her, about Harry, about the royal, for money. This man has been talking, and it's just like, if anything to come out of this is like, just because you're blood related doesn't make you family. I feel like that's one of the biggest things here.
That's a fact. And this is one prime example of, how do I say this without being a dick? This is one prime example of, you gotta worry about yourself and those who you love and that love you, period. Fuck that whole blood is thicker than water bullshit. Fuck all of that. Now that it's 2021, this is the age of the Aquarius, which means information is just flowing out there. You can see a lot of the bullshit that has been going on for years. It may sound like I'm going off topic when I bring this up, but trust me, I'm not. Prime example of, you can see fuck shit that has been going on for many years. And this happened around, many years apart, a couple years apart. Like, Princess Diana died in what, 95? 96? 94?
It's mid-90s, yeah.
Right?
Mid-90s.
A couple years before that, Rodney King got his ass beat on camera. And they acquitted those motherfuckers. Alright? We saw that. We seen it. It happened. It passed. Now, years later, now we can see that we've been going through this for many, many years. Right? Like I said, it sounds like I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm going off course, but just stick with me. The royal family has been killing niggas for centuries. They fucking suck. The fact that Harry said, I'm out because it's obvious you guys hate me, my family, and we all know what y'all did to my mama. Peace. We ain't gonna hold back in this interview with Oprah, who's getting paid to interview us. Yeah, my family sucks. They're racist. Yeah. End of the day. Then, right after that, didn't the family put out a statement saying, oh no, we didn't mean it like that?
It's a misunderstanding. Like,
We didn't
what was
mean
it?
that.
Yeah, it was like the biggest fuck you of like, it's all a misunderstanding.
Oh, we didn't mean little nigger baby. Fuck them. Fuck Oprah. And fuck everybody out there that's like that. The I'm not racist people. What are you talking about? I'm not racist. Fuck y'all. You know you are. Come on, son. When a kid is born, the first thing you bring up is, I don't know how we gonna protect him if his skin color.
They didn't even say that, because it's like, just for the fact that they were married, like, that's what she said in the interview, like, straight up, they're like, we're not providing your child with security. It was like, that was two different conversations is what she was saying. So it's like, so when you're saying, it's like, we're not racist, but it's just like, you realize the things that she was talking about, her experiences, are from different people and different times that she was still with the royal family. So, like, it wasn't that one dude or whoever that person is. It was just like, what's his skin color gonna be? It wasn't all the same person. It was multiple people over the course of, like, what was her life going to be like with her husband and her future child at that time. So.
This shit crazy, bro. And everybody out there, stop feeding into it. The whole point I'm trying to make, let's close this shit out. The whole point I was just trying to make is stop feeding into it.
Well, I guess you want to be specific, like, well, feeding into what part of it?
Like, no, the way the internet is blowing up and buzzing about, like, yo, these niggas are crazy. I seen the interview with Oprah. This is a new day and age. We already know where, like, I hate when white people are oblivious to this shit. Like you were saying earlier. Like, I hate, like, are you serious? Last year, there was a huge uprising because of racism. And we've been saying for how many years, for how many centuries, not everybody that's Caucasian is racist, but a lot of people in power don't like black people. They don't like people with any type of melanin in their fucking pigmentation at all. Like, if you look black, they don't like you. Racial profiling is what they call it. Right? When you see shit like this, you're like, oh my god, there's no way. Like, there's no fucking way. So you mean the nigga said, I don't want shit from y'all. I'm leaving with my wife and my kid. We don't need nothing from y'all. Bye. Why do you think he did that? So you mean to tell me he just so happened to up and leave the royal family? He just up and left because he wanted to live a normal life. There's a reason why he left all of that behind for his wife. Well, with his wife and his kids. There's a reason why. So now, because they got married, what, 2 years ago? 3 years ago?
Yeah, pretty recent in terms.
Right? Now this comes out and everybody's like, what the fuck? No shit. Put two and two together. Context clues, motherfuckers. Y'all remember that?
Well, it's also like it's also like another thing too, because like the media has been talking about like the shit that Meghan Markle's been going through, and like in comparison, like in comparing her to Kate, when Kate was getting married to like Harry's older brother. Again, I still can't remember that guy's name, but like. So the comparisons between them, and like how like a lot of times they're comparing like Kate was the better wife of the two, and like the racist shit that was being thrown towards Meghan, like for the years that she was dating Harry and up until like the wedding and everything.
Bruh.
And the response to like to the news saying that she is the first black person in the royal family, and the response that they had.
William is the brother.
William,
there you go. Yeah. William. I mean, not that he matters, but like, there you go. And, I mean, on that
nigga look like a mouse, don't he?
He's got that receding hairline of his father. It's just like, if you look at Harry really does look more like Diana in pictures, and now William looks more like Prince Charles.
Harry, much love, but you're not invited to the barbecue. Hey, let me tell you, we're going to have a barbecue talk before we get on to it, because I'm done talking about these motherfuckers, man. And I'm not talking about, the prince, his wife, and his child. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about his whole family. Fuck his whole family. I'm done with these niggas. Let's have a quick barbecue talk. It's 2021. Not everybody's invited to the barbecue, period. All right, not everybody's no. The barbecue is family only. All right, but Harry, you ain't invited to the barbecue, my nigga. Your family sucks, bro. You're not invited to the barbecue. Sorry. Ready to move on, guys? Yeah. I know T is ready to move on because we got some stuff here. We should skip all of that. We should skip that next part. This guy is mad. Let's talk about some gaming. Pokemon Direct.
I didn't even watch, to be honest with you. I only saw it like the Diamond Pearl trailer.
You did? Bro, what the fuck?
I saw the trailer after, yeah. I never watched when
Do you watch Directs?
Huh?
Do you watch
Nah, I always
Directs?
watch them after. Like, when they come on, like, on YouTube. Like,
But you
I
only
was,
watch certain things instead of the entirety of...
No, I watched the entire one time.
But did you watch, like, when they talk about Pokemon Snap as well?
No, I didn't watch this Pokemon Snap.
I'm excited for Pokemon Snap.
I only was watching for Diamond and Pearl because that's all I wanted to know about.
Well, that's definitely also, yeah. That's
Even though I'm
So
disappointed
it's
in
coming-
that.
Yeah, let's do things in order then. First, they showed the new Pokemon Snap. We got some new information on that. It looks amazing.
It looks so good.
That shit looks so
But
good.
also the new features that they have in terms of like the Pokemon
Like
can
feeding them.
they can light up and you go at night and all that stuff.
Yeah. So there's this thing where you could throw like a berry. You throw a berry at them and they eat it and they start like turning holographic and shit. It looks
Wow.
Because
really,
the OG,
really good.
if you remember, like the OG, you could throw the berry and then they would be like cute, or like throw an
Yeah.
apple or whatever, or the berry, and then they would just be cute. And you could take a pose. They still do that, but now they got extra shit, which is like so adorable.
I can't wait to play this with Harmony. That's it. I just want to play this with the kid. Because she's going to lose her shit. Like, oh my god, Pikachu. She's going to catch nothing but Pikachus instead of the other Pokemon. Because that's just how she is. I can't wait for that.
All I know is that in terms of merch, if they come out with a fucking printer, like
I
a
think they
Wi-Fi
are.
printer.
I like the way they started it
I'm
off.
waiting for it though, because I'm like, the moment they come out with a fucking printer, and I can put, because you can also like purikura, those like those photos that you take, which is like you put the stickers and everything.
You print them out, I think.
Yeah, little thingies on them, and I'm like,
What I liked in the beginning of the Direct, they like the first 2 or 3 minutes, they showed everything that they ever made with Pokemon. So it started off with Red and Blue, and then it started to expand, and they showed the trading card games. Yeah, they showed the trading card games. Then they showed a whole bunch of shit that I've never seen, like a Pokemon printer. And I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, they had that. That's Pokemon Snap.
They had so much stuff that I was blown away. They had a whole trading card game.
Yeah,
with
a
a
whole
Pokemon-
store.
Huh?
Yeah, a whole store in the city.
Oh, that I know. But
Yeah.
they were talking about the items specifically.
Yeah, but that's where you could get them at. Like
Like in Japan, there was where you can put your Pokemon cards on the fucking, like how Yu-Gi-Oh! Put the card down, boom, and then your Pokemon pops up, and then you just play the game like that. Shit is crazy. Like they had a whole bunch of stuff. So when BunBun says if they drop a printer, they just might.
they would be silly not to. Honestly, like in terms of like making money, like they have so much. They have so many different types of merch, and like it'd be like
They
another
should do
draw
like-
to Nintendo.
They
So
should
I'm
do it like
just saying.
Polaroid style too.
Oh yeah, no, that's a.
That'd be lit. Polaroid. Pokemon.
That's always like the
Polaroid.
wireless printer and just like comes out looking like that. Yeah. And again, because you can put like already in the game they show you can put stickers and you can alternate, you can edit the photos. I'm like, this is gonna be so good.
Nintendo, like BunBun said, make a printer. Back it up when you're breathing like that. I can hear it. No, you're good because I can hear it all over the microphone. Like BunBun said, drop a printer, right? And what y'all should do is make it Polaroids. Alright, so when it comes out, people love Polaroids. Polaroids are dope. So make it a Polaroid
I've
printer.
never been a fan of Pokemon Snap though.
You're fired.
I'm fired.
You're fucking fired. Get out of here. The crazy thing is, I never passed the first level of Pokemon Snap.
Really?
In the beginning, like because I had rented it, first of all. I never bought it. So when I rented the
Oh,
game...
you talking about I'm fired, right?
I'm like all the
Yeah,
old
you
school
are fired.
days.
Yeah, because I rented it. I didn't buy it. I bought all of the stadiums. I like the battling aspect. That's why I said this right here, I'm going to enjoy playing it with Harmony. Because I know what she's going to be doing. She's going to be looking for certain Pokemon. And I like the fact that they have different... Because they talked about it. You have different missions to do. Like, find a Pokemon that's doing this and that. in the first game, they gave you one mission to do in the very first, like in the beginning. Nigga, I saw a Mew in the beginning. I was trying to take pictures of the invisible Mew. I'm like, nigga, nobody sees the Mew? That wasn't the mission. Right? But in this one, when you started off, you got like several missions you have to do, which is cool, which is awesome.
It also makes the game longer, which makes it fun.
Exactly. Plus, another thing is I don't like railroad games. Meaning, like a rail shooter, I don't like those. Where it's like you don't move your character. Your character's moving by themselves and you're just moving left and right and doing something. I don't like shit like that. So I know the kid is going to love it. This is going to be fun to watch. And I know she's going to want me to like play. And I don't care about any Pokemon unless they're dragons. So, just saying.
Yeah.
That's BunBun's over there. She gonna love this shit.
Let's talk about that new Diamond and Pearl.
Oh yes, let's keep it moving. That's it with the Pokemon Direct. That's all, man. We don't give a fuck about it. Next. Go ahead, talk about it. This is your topic, man.
Yeah, so they're coming out with remakes of Diamond and Pearl. And I think the Arceus too. I think Arceus.
Well, it's open world. It's good to have an open world Pokemon game come.
Swag.
That looks also like the graphics, at least in what they showed. That looks great.
It looks better than Diamond and Pearl.
Okay, let's be real with Diamond and Pearl. I'm like, my gripe with the remake for Diamond and Pearl is that I'm happy about it to get it on the Switch because I was never able to get it for the 3DS.
You never played it.
No, I've only played Sun and Moon, like because I wasn't able to get a 3DS of some like earlier, so I've only gotten Sun and Moon. So I've always wanted to play like Diamond and Pearl.
I remember I got Diamond. Yeah, I got Diamond right before because we were going on vacation to Florida. And I had just got my DS. I said, I'm not traveling without some new games. Fuck.
I did.
I was like, yo, Ma, I need a game. She's like, all right, pick one. I picked up two.
I have a couple of good memories.
I got that, and I got Mario and Luigi. Mario and Luigi, what is it? Partners in Time. I was like, I need this for the trip. And I remember I was talking to a nice young thing.
I remember that year because I had lost my Diamond and Pearl, actually.
Oh no!
Well, it's a complicated situation. I was in a train crash at that time, so...
Shit.
Yeah,
What the fuck?
I don't know if you heard about that time. There was a derailment in Florida. They hit somebody, so I was on that train. That happened. So
what the fuck?
When I was playing the DS, like I was in the cafeteria playing the DS. All you saw was the train just going off the track.
On vacation, nigga?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And then so I was more worried about holding on because everybody else fell on the floor. Everybody else was all over the place. I was holding on to the pole for dear life. I'm like, so in the process, I lost my whole DS. Like. The game, the DS, gone. So
I never knew that.
I was like, yeah. So because I was concerned about finding my father where he was at because the train was off the track already. So we had to jump out the. Yeah, it was a lot.
Holy shit!
Fuck.
Yeah, I never told you that.
Hell no, you never told me that, nigga.
I'm glad we could have this experience together.
What's the fuck?
Yeah,
I'm glad. Well, first and foremost, that's a while ago, but shit, I'm glad you're okay.
No, that's why I kept saying I was mad as hell though because I lost my game.
That is one fucking crazy ass way.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm mad because I did all that
just
work.
Get robbed.
But then I'm thinking about it. I'm like, well, at least I'm alive. I could be dead. So it was kind of like I wasn't that mad, but I was still mad. I was like, I did all that hard work. Though I don't want to do this over again. So I kind of took a hiatus.
That makes sense as to why you were kind of mad when we were talking about Diamond Pearl. It might tie into, you know, why you're like, fuck this shit. But continue.
Yeah, but so I was like the original. Like I liked it. Like when I saw it, I understand to try and do the graphics, but I feel like I think people was the disappointment was people were expected to be like Sword and Shield. How Sword and Shield was, how the super 3D graphics, the way the world looked, it was beautiful. I ain't gonna lie, Sword and Shield, those graphics are beautiful. Right. So everybody wanted that. So when they saw Diamond and Pearl and they see that it's like a DS version on the Switch just with the same thing, it's like everybody was like.
You know what? I kind of disagree with you because I feel like there's still, I don't know, actually I don't know how like the whole thing works in terms of time, but it's like there's an in-between because like you can do sprite graphics well and it looks the same. Honestly, it looks the goddamn same and it's on the Switch. I was like, they leave it as sprites, but I'm like, we have so many examples of like sprites in the DS. Used in the Nintendo Switch. And it was like they couldn't have upgraded them to where they don't look as pixelated. Like it's just like at least that, like smooth them out,
Yeah.
make it so they do look like they're remastered and not just like a
That's
fucking,
what I'm saying.
just a fucking port.
It looks more like it's a port, and it's just with like the bigger X and Y graphics. Like it's basically like how it is. So it's like, damn, like it's not what people was expecting. They gave you what they asked for though. Everybody was saying.
I personally like it. I agree with exactly what the fuck you're saying.
Like I don't need I don't need Sword and Shield graphics because that's not the game because of how the game plays.
Yeah.
If they made the reboots in the style of that, then I would expect it. But it's the same goddamn game.
I just thought about this yesterday. Very random. Yes, I know. I'm a random person, but shit makes sense in the end. They released a trailer for the new TMNT game. Shredder's Revenge. Right? Shredder's Revenge, I believe, was on the Game Boy or some shit like that. I don't remember what it was. But what I like about the game is that they're bringing it back to like how it was in Turtles in Time. That shit looks great. But what Miss BunBun was saying, I was like, yo, y'all could have did way better with the characters' outlines because they look super pixelated. And then I look at a game like Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, where it's a side-scrolling beat-em-up, and they purposefully made certain things in the game look like sprites and super pixelated, but the characters have dope outlines. Same thing with River City Girls. They look a certain way, but at the end of the day, I love my intervalometer. Yay. But like the entire game itself looks vibrant as shit, but they make certain things look pixelated for the sake of it. So when I seen the game, I was happy because I love my Switch games 2D. Period. That's just me. Besides No More Heroes, like I said, but I like my Switch games to be 2D, sprite based. But we're in a time where you guys can make that shit look 2.5D, where it has that touch of 3D in it, and it doesn't look nasty and pixelated. Like when you're doing the Pokemon battles, they look just like, come on, son. This ain't 2005. That's why people are mad. Some people are mad. Me personally, I'm cool with it. I'm okay with it. Because I like my Pokemon games like that. Sword and Shield. Eh. I like Diamond. I
still
like
beat you in that one too.
Of course you are. You're a Pokemon fiend. Like I said, you're just like Julian. You know what? I could show you on my phone right now. Julian messaging me, yo, let's play Smash. Nigga, I'm over here doing all sorts of... I could beat you up in Smash. Of course you can. Of course. You can beat me in Pokemon. We know this. Let me go get my goons, though. I'm going to record you getting beaten, put up on World Star, nigga.
What are you talking about? I know who two other people can
Let me
say.
get my Pokemon goons on you, fam. What's up? What's up?
I probably still can beat them too.
Alright, let me get my Pokemon goons on you.
Didn't you say that last time and he still beat your butt?
Of course I'm gonna lose in Pokemon. I suck it. Pull up in fighters right now was good. That's like me saying,
Everybody
yo.
got that game.
That's like me saying, yo, let's play fighters right now. You like, nah, bro. Yo, you pussy, nigga. I'll beat your ass in fighters. Of course you gonna win in Pokemon. I suck in Pokemon. I suck. I'm trash. T-Money, you the Pokemon expert. Alright, you're the Pokemon master.
Wasn't saying that in high school.
Yeah, I used to beat your ass in high school. That's why. You was trash, nigga. You've grown. You are officially the master. Alright? Facts. He's
so mad.
He's like,
No, you accept it. You accept the compliment because you are worth it.
He's like, facts. Yeah, I used to wreck these niggas. Let me tell you something. I was a weed back in the day. MVC 2, I beat that ass. What was that? Tekken 4 came up around the high school. Tekken 4, beat that ass. Pokemon, beat that ass. What was that? SmackDown versus Raw, I beat that ass. Now that I'm older and I have responsibilities, Jesus Christ, that new fucking Rugrats looks horrible. I got responsibility. I'm trash in Pokemon. You know? You're the master, bro. You are. You're the master, bro. Give you your props.
Just said that Rugrats look. Yo, where
It's
did that
true.
even come
We
from?
talked about that last week.
Yeah, I said, where did that
Because I said sponsitilities. Like, there's certain phrases that I use from, like, old 90s shows and shit. So, sponsitilities.
I did, yeah.
Remember that? I got
That shit did look like
sponsitility.
trash, I ain't gonna lie. They need to leave my childhood alone.
That's like I was watching Coming to America. And then there's the Jewish guy from the barbershop.
Those characters make no sense in this reading.
I always say so anytime I say or what is from the Jewish guy in the
That
barbershop.
scene just like takes me out of it. I was like, I love these characters. But I'm like, y'all should be. I'm like, did you drink from the fountain? Y'all should be dead now. Like it's been 20. It's been 20 years, guys.
30 years.
30 years. There
30
you
years,
go.
they came out when we were born.
30 years.
No.
31.
Yo, I counted. I was like, I was incepted in
how old-
September. In '88, that's when this movie came out. So, okay.
I was gonna say, like, how old are they supposed to be in the movie? It's like, time
Like
is.
90.
And that's what
They
it
were 90
is.
in the last one, so it's like, yo. I can't.
What is that, Velvet? That's my.
That's another topic.
That's what I
Because I have a lot to say about that, too.
Oh,
Going to America, too.
But
yeah.
did you watch it?
I didn't watch it, but I was just gonna say that I'm not beasting to watch it. I feel like with certain movies, I feel like time just runs out of certain movies. Like
Facts.
if
I agree.
you waited 30 years, bro. It's like y'all just now doing it, so it's like yeah, I get it. They're trying to say, oh, he had a son. First of all, wasn't you married with? I don't know what happened. I didn't see
Oh,
anything.
she looks so good.
I think the premise was that, like, he was sowing his royal oats, so he was sleeping around, and then.
The crazy thing is,
That's what I'm saying.
That's
like,
the premise. I haven't watched it yet.
That's
what I'm
My
saying.
brother
You just
wants to
go
watch it. I
30.
was just like,
you
so my
guys
premise.
watch it. Yeah, you guys watch it,
Yeah.
and then we'll talk about it because I was about to spoil a lot
Yeah, I know.
of things.
But
And-
my understanding, again, from my understanding, is that the premise is that, like, he was still going for his future wife, but it's like he was still sleeping around to,
Yeah.
like, figure things out.
Yeah.
And then, like, he didn't know because, like, he dropped out. He never, like, spoke to that woman ever again. And then he would focus on that.
yes and no.
And then, but see, that's why I want to watch it, because I'm like, I'm already
Yeah.
pre-disappointed in being like,
Yeah.
that's not Hakeem's character.
Watch it. That's all I gotta say. Because
Yeah.
then you'd be like, wow, that's funny. Just go into it. Like, just don't think about the first one. Besides the characters.
Okay.
Because the characters are still themselves. Like, all of the characters are themselves. But it's a new day and age. They're taking a new route with it. And I really like the way it was going. But the characters are the characters. Is just don't go in there thinking you're gonna get a whole.
You're not gonna get the first one.
You're
It's been 30
not gonna get
years.
The first one. You're not
It's
gonna
been
get the
30
first one.
years. You're not gonna get things
The,
like
the
that.
first one is such a classic, and I was like, representing Queens. I was like, yes.
Facts. But that's. I want you. We'll talk about that.
That's next time. Next
Yeah,
time.
we'll talk about that another time. But that was pretty much it with Pokemon Direct. The
main things are-
Arceus, Arceus, whatever that Pokemon.
The Pokemon God.
Yeah, that got a game coming out.
Yeah.
It's open world, but that's the thing. Like, a lot of fans for a very long time have been asking for open world, and it's just like that's what the closest we have is Sword and Shield. It's just like but in Sword and Shield, when you're running around right in the the area, right in the game area, when you go to catch the Pokemon. Right, it brings you back into like that circle where you fight or like you play.
It's not like that.
But no, in Arceus, it's just like, no, nothing happens. Lights don't change, or like you don't go into a special like battle area or like battle like zone. It's just like they're there. They start throwing shit at you like live. You the fire happens, the ice happens. And I'm like, that's what I'm excited to see.
Yes.
Like that. That's what we were hoping to get in like Sword and Shield, but
Yeah.
stepping stone.
I've wanted that since they announced the Switch. I'm like, yo, they could make a fucking Pokemon MMORPG where you control a Pokemon and then you have 4 moves. You keep it the same exact way, and there's a cooldown time on when you can use the moves instead of it, turn-based. Like, we love turn-based. But if you, imagine that. Imagine that. Yes. Yeah,
I'm
you
not a
would
fan.
like, that shit would be lit, bro. Imagine
I would
that.
have to grow into it, but it's not. I like the regular battle, so I don't want it more like to be like a Final Fantasy.
Yeah,
type of-
the exact. Well, not Final, because Final Fantasy
Nah,
originally is turn-based.
Yeah.
Like what I'm speaking about would be more like a, not even a MOBA. Not even like one of
I
those
think of
shits.
what game that's like that. I know what game
World
that
of
I play.
Warcraft, where you attack one time. You can't just keep pressing X and Kingdom Hearts it out. You have a cooldown time with you hit X one time, depending on your stats of your Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to determine how long that cooldown time is. So, like, let's say your evasiveness is up, and you attack one time. So now you can keep moving with your Pokemon. But, like, let's say you're a big-ass Blastoise, you're not going to be, like, running. You're not going to be moving as fast as, like, a Scizor or something like that. That's like...
you want to actually see them move. And when
you control... Like, you can control your Pokemon and move the Pokemon and actually battle to where the speed really comes into play, to where the attack actually comes into play at a cooldown period and things like that. That's what I was hoping this would have been. But I think they're inching slowly because...
Also, who knows if they're gonna do an update for this Pokemon game?
Yeah.
So
that's why
it's promising.
I'm watching what the Pokemon company is doing. Take your time, because I know when I'm like,
you still gotta fix the rest of Sword and Shield.
Yeah. When we're 50, what I'm talking about is probably gonna pop up, and I'm gonna say, it's about time. Like I knew you guys were gonna do this, and it's obvious. Like. When the Switch came out, we're like, okay, we're going to get a 3D Pokemon game now. Because they're all about handheld. Mm-hmm. They're all about bringing their games to the handheld. They don't care about consoles. But this is a hybrid. Huh? So it's like, yep, they're about to do it. So when they did drop it, I was like, boom. Now this Acerus, Eriquis, whatever this fucking name is. Nigga, I just
Arceus.
I named somebody. I named somebody from Kingdom Hearts. Eriquis.
I swear to God, there's probably a Pokemon with that name too.
No, Eriquis is.
I know, but
is Enix spelled backwards.
Another made up word, huh?
No, Master Eriquis, nigga, from Kingdom Hearts.
Oh yeah.
The old man that ended up getting bodied. Yeah. Arceus sucks. Whatever his name is. Pokemon, yeah, they making money. They don't give a fuck about us. No, they actually do. Shouts out to the Pokemon company because I remember last year when they gave $5 million to the Black Lives Matter.
Yeah,
so
shouts out to Pokemon. Yeah, okay.
Where you at, Oprah? Huh? Okay. PlayStation, the State of Play. I know I'm the only person that watched that as well. Anybody? Jesus Christ.
If all I know is anything that's going to take me away from my homework and my studies, it was going to be the direct. If I had to choose, it was Pokemon.
Jesus
Yep.
Christ. Y'all are the worst, man.
I got Strikers. I'm good.
How is it?
I enjoy it.
Trash.
Says the person who's playing Royale.
Hey, yo, I got 55 hours in that bitch, and I just.
Isn't it fucking addicting?
It is.
Isn't it fucking?
There's too much dialogue. Too much dialogue.
Well, see, that's what. Well, I think it's also like a preference kind of thing because I enjoyed that because I like the story that it brings, so I enjoy that part.
Story is great.
Yeah.
But too much. Because I'm the type I do.
You see, for me, that doesn't see, and that's a difference in how in game. Because like for me, the dialogue, I'm good with it. I enjoy it.
I do everything. Like if I really like a game, I indulge myself to. And now that I'm indulging myself, I'm like. It's exhausting. I gotta make sure I have popcorn, chips. I gotta make sure I have everything with me.
That to play the game.
It's dialogue heavy, bro. It's full of dialogue. I'm talking about like you see how Kingdom Hearts was nothing but dialogue. Imagine that times 2. That's Persona.
Because also like so a lot of like the transitions is you making choices on how to respond to people.
I love that shit.
Yeah. So like when he says dialogue heavy. It fucking is because like you have to make certain decisions and it does affect your gameplay.
I gotta make sure all my ladies is taken care of. Like the teacher is, she a dirty teacher. She a dirty.
Oh, that's the game you was playing yesterday on Twitch when I was on the live.
Yeah. She a dirty teacher. I said I know that's not
actually her. Like what kind of game is this?
I said
like some nudity or something. Yeah. I did answer. He was like, "Why you asking?" Because I see on the post you talking about having to walk in naked or something, so I'm assuming that's what it is.
And right now, this is how I know I'm halfway through the game. I'm about to get, what's my baby's name with the red hair?
Oh, shit.
Cool. What's name's daughter? Boss's daughter. I love her. I'm like, oh, that's baby. I'm like, oh my God. I'm about to get her right now. I'm literally in the battle. So as I was playing this shit, what, 2 nights ago? Mm-hmm. I'm playing it, and then I get a message on my phone saying that Gogeta's out. Yo, I lost the battle. I wasn't paying attention. I think I hit start accidentally trying to pause it, thus pausing it. Yeah, Gogeta.
You said the 12th.
Oh. So if you support a game early, like fighters, the season pass, you get characters 2 days before it drops. You feel me? Support your games, motherfuckers. Just thing. Bought the season pass? No. You just wait for the character. Right? That's why. So he's gonna come out tomorrow. Yeah.
You see, I got the wax Street Fighters. I got the one on the Switch, so
it's still the same.
But it's still the same. I still gotta buy the characters. So I've been buying the characters for that. I got Baby for that.
Yeah.
You know, I gotta get Goku, Gogeta next. Baby is kinda decent.
Baby is nasty.
I was just hoping for Sinmon.
Gogeta is a cheese. You can one hit kill somebody. Yeah. You get caught with the special one time it's over. Mm-hmm. You hear? Was that Mio? Or was that you?
That was me. I was like,
oh, yeah.
I was like, that's OD, man.
Yeah, you just.
I don't even play fire games like that. I'm like, that just sounds overkill.
I know we're veering off the topic of the PlayStation, but combo strings are easy as fuck.
This game is on the PS4, right?
It's on all the systems.
All systems. So like, it counts.
Anyways, easy combo strings, like easy.
I know you be ODing.
Yeah. Easy combo.
This guy was like, "Oh, word, Gogeta's out."
And I was playing Persona, and I was in the final battle with where you gotta fight your moms, right? And then I hit pause, and there's a feature where you press start, and they automatically attack. So I was like, "Oh shit!" I tried to hit pause so I could look and read about it, and I'm automatically fighting. And I got my ass whooped. So I said, you know what? I'm going to return to this in the next couple of days. Went and downloaded Gogeta. And I've been training ever since. I'm not on the level of y'all motherfuckers, of course. Because I'm not an esports player like that. But Gogeta. Tomorrow, 3 a.m.
Nice.
East Coast, 3 a.m.
But,
right?
tournament?
No. Gogeta. It comes out
to be able
to
play it, yeah.
Yeah. So as soon as it hits 3 a.m., if you're up, you buy him. He's like $5 plus tax or whatever. You're good.
Definitely will, just to play.
Yeah, but this state of play actually sucked dick. What? Yeah, didn't get any announcements that I wanted to like really hear about besides what's name getting a release date, Ratchet and Clank. But I ain't got a PS5 because you guys don't have any PS5s available. So
can't put myself in that market.
Ooh. I'm telling y'all this nigga right here, man.
Yeah,
He's Hollywood. He's Hollywood.
I just felt having PS5 in the crib.
He said, I'm not in that position with you guys. I have a PlayStation.
He's like, I'm good.
But then I hear there's a lot of Xboxes out there, so
you don't talk about Xbox here.
I think I'm gonna be getting a fucking Xbox Series.
Fucking Series Stay over
X
there, man.
Before I get a PS5.
Stay over there, man.
There's a spot missing right here.
I was gonna say this is a gaming and anime podcast with talk about social stuff. You will don't hate on the Xbox.
Xbox is a doo-doo sauce, my nigga. They ain't got no fucking games, bro.
But you're still buying it.
Yes.
I was gonna say it's like you can say. I think that's. I feel like it's okay to critique shit, but like if you're making space for the Xbox, you calling it trash, but you're still giving it money. So.
Hold on. Right. So when I get the PS5, right?
Yeah.
That's going down here. The one on the bottom, the white one, that's just for display. That shit don't work. Right. So that's going down there.
Yeah.
Right? Bam. P5. We got the Switch. Right. I don't have to get that piece of shit console.
Right, but you've been talking about getting it.
Right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm talking.
You don't have to.
I'm talking about getting it to piss him off.
I don't know. There are times you seem mad excited to be trying out those minuscule amount of games you've been talking about.
Facts. Like those.
He probably is gonna get it.
Yeah. Like, and this is me being extremely sarcastic. Yeah, those exclusive games like Xbox ain't got no fucking games. I'm about the games. Nintendo gives me my 2D, my RPG games. You feel me? Like,
Xbox is really not. I had an Xbox back in the day too.
Fucking
I sold it.
The PlayStation, I got those exclusives. I can't wait for that God of War 2. Oh my god! I told y'all last cast. I finally beat God of War 1.
That wasn't God of War 1.
Well, when they remade it, it was a complete like remake. So God of War 1 on the PS4, it's like them starting over.
No, the one that they made, with his son.
Yeah, right.
That was
yeah.
after. That was after.
That's
God of War.
considered God of War 4, but it's a complete start over. Like Ratchet and Clank, when they brought it to the PS4, it started over. Ratchet is just Ratchet and Clank. This is just God of War, so there's no like number on it at all.
Alright,
Yeah.
but it's still a continued story. That was just concerned.
Kinda. They tried. You gotta play the game. You got a P5. You need to play that shit on your PlayStation 5, bro. No funny shit. When you play that, you be like, oh, this is crack. This is crack, bro. But yeah, and this is me being serious. Microsoft, they suck when it comes to software, but their hardware is dope. Their hardware is amazing. They know how to work servers, so their internet connectivity is amazing. But they suck when it comes to the software. I'm about the software. Alright? If I don't give a, like, I have a gaming laptop. I don't need a super mega PC that's draining, my power in my house so I could play Call of Duty all the time. It's not my style. I like games with stories that are in-depth. Prime example, Persona 5 has my attention like a motherfucker. God of War had my attention like a motherfucker. You feel me? The Pokemon story sucks, but it's Pokemon. So it's like, okay, I'm going to get the Pokemon.
Well, I mean, that's the thing, like, us getting older, like, honestly, it just sucks for us, because we're getting older, but they're focusing on when we started, which is when we were 10.
The main thing in Pokemon is mostly the battling and the collecting afterwards. You don't really, like I said, nobody really cares about the story. Like, I never played. That's why I beat
That's the thing.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, that in terms of the demographics, in terms of the story, they only care about how kids are going to receive it.
Yeah.
So, like, we don't matter. And it's like, you know what? There is a way. And I feel like that's where they're dropping the ball. Because there is a way to make a story relatable for children to understand in terms of game mechanics. But it's also a way to make it entertaining.
Like, the first two, even though it may sound like, oh my god, you guys are being old, nostalgia. No. The first story was dope. You went on a fucking journey.
Like Diamond and Pearl storyline was
Pearl,
fucking
like the Johto, the Gold and Silver. I like what they
Gold
did.
and Silver was a good story.
The Emerald story was trash.
Yeah, I think Gold and Silver story because that was the only game that allowed you to go back to the region before it. Like a lot of other games, they did. That's why I always say Gold and Silver was my favorite.
That's gameplay.
Yeah,
that didn't necessarily tie in with the story for the most part. If you know what I mean. Like, we're talking about the overall overarching, whatever the fuck you want to call it. The story itself.
They just left a lot of parts. Like what they did with Pokemon, they left a lot of parts out of it. But then they added them in later. Then they made it into like a TV show. So they showed the story like how like in the game you don't realize that Gold and Silver, the guy with the red hair, is Giovanni's son.
Really?
That's Giovanni's son.
Really?
From Team Rocket.
Huh. I gotta check that out.
You never knew that was that.
Hell no.
Non-origin. That's why I said they made this. They made the story with Team Rocket. That was his son from beginning when Giovanni left. Yeah, that's his son. Okay, you never know who he is. But
new.
Oh yeah, they're finishing that.
Nah, it was in Origins. It was in the original when they remade Gold and Silver. They put that in there, but in Japanese it was always meant to be his son. In the manga, that was his son. So they never really put like that in the story in the games. They left a lot of stuff out. They want the game to be small.
And Origins they're finishing that up on what's that? The Netflix series.
Yeah, Origins. They show like the behind the scenes, so they show that was Team Rocket's son and how his father like just left, and they finally show all that. They didn't put that in the game, so sometimes it's like it has a good story, but then they kind of cut things out to make it.
That's what we mean. Like that's the old school shit.
Yeah.
We're just talking about how much like Sword and Shield, like that
story
sucks.
I do like the
premise
the professor.
of
I love her.
But I was saying the premise of the story is exciting, but how they executed it, I was like, y'all dropped the ball, because I understand, because they were also in interviews too. The heads of it in the production company were like, we wanted to make sure that it was appealing to like 10-year-olds, which makes sense.
They were trying too hard with a lot of different elements. They were trying to make it super, and there was like, there's just like
kids are more like, I can't, you can't
They
quote me on
never,
it.
like, they made
But they
it-
want to make the gameplay to be simple for kids to be able to play it. But I'm like, there are kids who are 10 who can fucking body a lot of people who are older.
Yeah,
So I'm just like,
I don't mean that. I don't.
No,
mean
it was a
this-
10-year-old that won a championship. I'm not gonna lie.
I know that.
Yeah.
He won the championship.
I'm giving an example. My 6-year-old daughter, who is now reading, is like getting into certain games and reading them, like, and she knows about the stories. Like, I'm like, holy shit. And where she wants to know about the lore, and she's asking about certain things. And
I
it's
just
like,
feel
yeah,
that-
there are kids that are young that are interested in these stories. So trying to simplify something, thinking, oh, we're trying to make it for kids.
I like how they simplified the game in there as far as like how to train the
Yeah.
Pokemon.
That's good.
And because like
I agree. That
and
was-
a lot of
that's
people,
good.
a lot of people don't realize like back in the day to really train Pokemon like to be competitive battle, it took a minute, bro. Like it really took like a whole 5 months for you to train one Pokemon. That's why a lot of people was using the hack shit, which was the Pokemon Maker to do it because everybody says it's not unfair, bro. You know how much time, and I did it myself. I was like try to train like Pokemon whole team. It took me a month to do 2. After that, I was like, yo, I'm cheating. I'm not cheating, but you can make them online like yourself.
Let me
and
get
stuff
this
like that.
Game Shark real quick and use that. Little sucker ass.
No, it wasn't a Game Shark. It's Pokemon Maker. It's a program.
No, I'm just saying.
I never
I
used.
used the Game Shark.
Yeah, we know.
Action
I never
replay.
used Game Shark for that, but I
I
just
used
to
the
train
action
them.
replay,
So it's like they
now,
make.
now you're making me super nostalgic because I remember that big ass fucking Game Shark cartridge.
Yeah.
That shit.
It look like that. You got to
Then
put the
they
cartridge in, then you got to find your game, and then you got to put the code in. That's why I love action replay. Everything was already built in. Game Shark, you had to
Man, Game Shark
program
would
it
hack your shit.
yourself.
I had Game Shark one time to turn. I put a code in one time to make
You
everything
fucked it up?
shiny. Yo, my game filed deleted the next day.
Because you got to put if you put in the codes wrong, you are fucked.
That's why Action Replay was better because it had like you could put input codes in there, but they would be correct codes. So when it felt up like it did work, like when I put it in to make all the Pokemon shiny to catch it, it did. But I was always going to, so I didn't want to do that. I just wanted to make them battle. And I used the Pokemon trainer, but I like how I do it with like they show like all the best stats. They show how you can train them easy. They make it easy for you to train them to level 100. The goal is to get you to be competitive. That's the main goal of it because they want you to do the rank battles and all that. So they want to make it faster instead of everybody has to take it forever to train Pokemon. I have to do that. That's why the game was so easy to train mad Pokemon at one time. Like
You gotta love Pokemon, man. But y'all stories suck. And going back to what the fuck we were talking about, PlayStation.
yeah,
Yo shit sucked. Sorry. Not sorry.
I didn't watch it, so I don't really know.
Yeah, that shit was trash. Moving on. I'm sorry, Sony, but y'all need to step y'all game up, man.
Music? No, WandaVision.
Nah,
White
man,
Vision.
we got some stuff to talk about, man. Hold on. Let's start it off with what you guys have been watching, TV and all that good shit. Going back to what we were talking about earlier, I was watching what's that fucking shit called? Coming to America. I thought it was good. Anybody that wants to watch it, go in just watching it as a new experience, a new movie. Then go back and watch part 1 because that's a classic. But do not watch this thinking, oh my god, this is like the first one. It's not like the first one besides the characters being there, so just keep that in mind. People grow up, people get older, blah, blah, blah. It was a good movie though. I was laughing. I enjoyed it. Yashahime, I already know what it is. I watch that shit all the time. That's my shit. What they're alluding to, we were talking about this earlier, what they were alluding to, I'm like, this is where I might opt out. Because if my suspicions are right, what they're alluding to, I don't like the fact that they're doing that. I don't like that. When you guys catch up, we could talk about it another time. What? I still didn't watch Black Messiah. I still didn't watch that shit.
I've been watching DC shows.
DC
like Superman and Lois. I kind of like it. Like
Do they have that on HBO Max?
nah, it's on CW, but you could.
It's on Hulu.
CW.
So it's on Hulu. Okay, gotcha.
So it was. I really like the way I said they finally made a Superman show. They finally made a Superman show that actually is kind of good. And they actually show him as Superman. They show him his family. He got 2 sons now. So they're showing how they're.
I hate Superman.
I know you hate Superman. We know this.
I hate Superman.
Wow.
Like,
He's a good villain when they write him that way.
Yo, that's awesome.
No, they did. That's what I'm saying. They right.
When he's a villain,
They had him.
we love
They have Lex Luthor. He's black. They finally put the black Lex Luthor on screen.
Okay.
He's called General Luthor. So he comes from an Earth where Superman is all black suit, killed everybody.
Okay.
So basically the opposite of Superman. So he's trying to convince them
The thing is
to get rid of Superman before he becomes like that. But
the thing is this, right? We got Superman and Lois. So there's that Superman, right? Then didn't they just announce that they're recasting for a new Superman?
No, that Superman from the movie, like the Justice League that's coming out.
No, there's a new Superman movie that they're making right now.
Yeah, they want
with
that.
a new person.
Yeah, they want.
It's for the Justice League.
It's for the Justice League.
It's for the Justice League. It's the same thing they're doing. They're making a new Batman movie with Robert Pattinson. Because they just want.
They want to reboot the whole thing. The only reason why I say with the Justice League is like they doing a Snyder cut because they really they really got ripped a new one for that one. Like DC really got ripped a new one for that Justice League movie.
This is what happens when you rush it, though. Marvel at least took their time with it.
Marvel created to take a legacy. DC is now they're trying now to reboot it. And that's what I'm saying. They come out to do Justice League. Like, oh, now you want to put Darkseid in it. Now you want to put Joker in it and make it a whole big apocalypse movie because you fucked up the first one.
DC, please
so,
stop rebooting. It's
they
like
don't be rebooting everything. I do agree with that. Like,
it's like with Spider-Man. I hate when they reboot Spider-Man every single. I'm tired of watching Uncle Ben die. You're laughing. I've watched Uncle Ben die how many times? From the cartoons to the how many movies they released. I remember watching Uncle Ben die in Japanese when he was fucking henshitting.
Oh yeah.
What the fuck? Stop. Just stop.
Because Spider-Man's supposed to be like the multiverse, so they're trying to make multiverse.
And this is why, and like people think I'm just a Japanophile. No, this is why I like manga and anime. When something is done, it's fucking done. There's no alternate universe. That's why I said Dragon Ball Super sucks. Because they're trying to expand the universe, talking about alternate realities and universes. Stop it.
Oh, yeah.
When an anime is done, it's fucking done.
Naruto, I'm looking at you.
Right?
Naruto, I mean, like, Boruto is like, I feel like it's an interesting story, but it's also like...
It's done.
I wish it was done.
Instead of Boruto, how about you tell the story about Naruto after he beat this nigga's ass? And then end it when he had a family. Show that time in between. Everything that they're doing now with the story, they could have made that into Naruto.
I feel like
rest in peace, Kurama, by the way. R.I.P.
I was gonna say, that's why I was gonna say, like, I disagree with you, that, like, because everyone, I feel like every piece of media is like the fucking same no matter what country you're in. They fall on liners like, oh, nostalgia. I'm like, that's why we fucking got Inuyasha. That story was done, and now we have Yashahime. So I feel like, that's why to me it's like it may be entertaining, it may be good. Like I personally just find it to be mediocre right now in watching it. But
like shit like that is cool. I'm talking about, this is Superman from alternate reality 493 in 1990.
But that's comics though. So like,
that's the comics. That's been the comics
though. Yeah, but that's comics though.
But that's where now
I think the bigger
that's the shit that sucks.
I want to say I think the bigger conversation to have about that is that like these characters have been used so often. Can DC use other people?
They
reboot.
What they do now is what they do. They'll give a new face to the character. Like now they have a black Batwoman.
Facts.
You know, like which I like.
But
cool.
Can I just say, like, I really enjoy like Black Lightning. Like that show is like fun.
Yeah, they're trying to take it off.
I know. I'm really mad. It's fucking entertaining.
Did you see the last episode that came out?
I have not. Don't spoil it for me. So I'm just like, see that? I'm like, you have that.
Yeah,
you have like Cloak and Dagger, like.
And they all get canceled. And I like Black
Stargirl, like having that show.
Stargirl's lit.
Right, and I'm like, you have other characters that you could be putting like money and time.
But they're more focused on the mains.
Because you know what though?
They're not getting Wonder Woman right. You guys are not getting.
Yeah, that last movie was trash.
You guys are
that last movie was not great.
You guys are not getting your characters
right. It's like with Stargirl and them, they put like it's not just about Stargirl. It's about the whole Injustice Society. It's about how everything came together. They never did anything, or they always put the Injustice Society as the same characters. They never did an Injustice Society where they had like different type of characters. Like they had like Wildcat characters that we never seen on screen before. That's what makes it good because we never seen these characters at all. We never seen Stargirl was always there, but she was never given like that type of role. You never really know like okay, what really happened behind it, unless you really just read the comic books. Now it's like they're showing you, oh, this is how the Justice Society was formed, and even still trying to integrate it. But with Superman, I think the problem with Superman is that they kind of overdid it with him, because they came up with like they came up with like mad shows. You gave us 10 years of Smallville.
I mean, like,
you gave us 10 years of Smallville. Not even calling Superman. You wait like 5. You give us Supergirl after that.
The last 5 minutes of Smallville.
You give Supergirl after that.
We get a
then you get
Superman.
New Superman. I'm like, bro, it's like. I like it because I like the family dynamic. That's why they had to put the family dynamic. Because for y'all to come up with just a Superman series, it would have been trash. Like, y'all had to give something different. Because we already seen too many Supermans. And it's like a lot of other shows that get changed, like Black Lightning. I'm mad it's being canceled. Because I'm like, why, you know?
I think they're probably gonna, because Black Lightning is
the girl
DC.
left, so they did a storyline with that
it's
too.
DC,
but,
right?
Yeah, it's DC.
Yeah, they're probably gonna move all that shit to HBO Max. I think they're trying to max everything out, because I'm looking
They
at.
can always bring it back though, because I think what they is like that, like even his Black Lightning is still part of the Arrowverse, so they can always come back into the other.
Arrow's done, right?
Yeah, but the universe is still. You know how they call it the universe?
Yeah.
Flash is still there. So unless they
They
cancel
can still
those
show up in Flash.
Flash is about to finish too. This is
Yeah.
last season, right?
Yeah.
No, Flash has got one more season left. Flash got renewed. They're not getting rid of Flash yet. That's the only one I think that they keep, because everybody really likes the Flash. Like they did a review, they said like that's really like one of the best one out of the show. that they like.
So the Flash is pretty much the last, besides Lois and.
Yeah, because
Lois
Supergirl
and-
leaving. Supergirl got canceled.
Yeah.
Black Lightning got canceled.
And I'm thinking
Legends of
all
Tomorrow.
of these shows, they're trying to throw them on HBO Max.
Yeah.
I think, me personally, I think that's what they just might do.
Out of that, well, they just had some it's technical, but I don't know why Black Lightning. But it's a lot of shows that is incredible that they be taking off or they be doing reboots of, and this is I feel like some things you just leave alone and like finish. Like you'll do a reboot Superman, like you're gonna do another Superman movie after you just fucked up this Superman movie. Man of Steel, like, I didn't like that at all. I didn't like Man of Steel
or the dude that played Superman in that movie was dope. I thought it's been so many years since we actually had a good Superman, and I thought he did great. The
story was trash.
The script was bad. The transitions were bad. Like, guys, get your shit together.
That's
get
why
your
they try
studio down pat. But you guys keep replacing these actors and actresses that are doing amazing jobs, and they can continue to do amazing jobs. But y'all just don't have y'all shit together. You feel me? Like, imagine I don't have my shit together, and every week I got somebody in here besides Team Money or you guys. It's me. It's not the show. It's fucking me. I don't know what I'm doing as, you know, somebody running a program, running a podcast. Nigga. Get your shit together. DC, get your shit together.
I was gonna say, I feel like DC is a really good example of where they're more money focused than content focused.
There you go.
And it's just like, I mean, I was gonna say, like, let's be real, like, so is Disney and so is Marvel, but they understand that, like, you gotta listen to the fans on that one.
Look how fast they got gunned back for Guardians of the Galaxy 3 and shit. They said, nah, we need him because he was going to DC. Wasn't he?
No, he is in DC.
Oh, so he's doing both?
He's doing both.
Ooh,
he's making that money. They said
we need him.
Yeah,
they said we need him.
Who's that for? What character?
The director behind Guardians of the Galaxy. And what is he directing on the DC side?
I forget. Let me just double check.
James Gunn.
Yeah, James.
Suicide Squad.
There you go.
He's
doing Suicide Squad. There you go. Thank you.
Ooh, and that shit is gonna be lit.
But that already looks okay. But like
the
costuming and everything, I'm already top notch. You already fucking. He knows how to do comic book movies. I think that's the I think Suicide Squad.
Did he do Harley Quinn? Did Gunn do?
No, he didn't.
Okay, that was
another director.
The lady director.
But I was gonna say, like, in terms of like, Harley Quinn could have been better.
I personally liked Harley Quinn.
I think Harley Quinn could have been better in my opinion. Like honestly, whoever choreographed the fighting, I'm like,
oh yeah,
y'all could have done so. Like in terms of having like a Birds of Prey, whoever choreographed it, I'm like, I'm glad you got paid your money, but man, like I wish they used doubles at the very least, because you could tell like the actor they used
the actresses. You can tell they were old. Just saying.
I won't even say that they were old. I could just tell they can't fight.
Yeah, their movements. Because, alright, in directing, you do something called quick cuts.
I was going to say, like, I wouldn't say old because there's people who are older than us that can kick our fucking axes.
Of course.
I'm just like, yeah.
So
I mean,
like,
they don't
with
know
the
how to fight.
actresses, you can tell the directing or, like, the editing of the film. Like, I remember when she picked up the hammer and she was swinging it, like, yeah! Like, right? she's moving slow as shit, but there's certain cuts you're supposed to do right before the initial hit. You're supposed to speed it up quick and then slow it down at the right exact time so it looks authentic.
They were selling it hard. That I was gonna say they did their best to sell it hard. And I'm like,
it looked like some WWE shit. It looked like some WWE.
But let's be fair. I do enjoy wrestling, but like not in a movie. It's a different. It's a different expectation when you watch wrestling than when you're watching a movie.
CM Punk, nigga. Nah, he's never wrestling again. He don't ever want to wrestle. Yo, ooh, Vince McMahon, you fuck. CM Punk don't want to wrestle no more. Shouts out to Sting. You seen Sting? You don't watch AEW?
Not recently, no. Not recently.
Stinger. Kurt Angle.
I'm just like, I'm currently on the whole, like, they're doing Asuka dirty, in my opinion. They're doing Asuka dirty. How she don't have her own single storyline when they've been hyped to her for all this.
Asuka.
Asuka.
No. What's her thing, her full name, her Japanese wrestling name? I forgot her original name when she was wrestling in Japan. Mm-hmm. Beast.
Yo, her clips are fucking bomb.
They're really good. I finally watched, this was last year. Pandemic. Happy New Year, everybody. Well, happy pandemic year. Yay! When last year, I was getting like video recommendations, and Asuka has her own YouTube channel. Definitely check it out. It's really funny as fuck. But I'm like, who the fuck is this? Oh, I remember her. She's from WWE. She's a wrestler. Yeah, whatever. Cool. So I asked my boy Robert. Shouts out to my son Rob, Big Rob, who is a wrestling coach, and he does social work as well. But Rob was like, yo, Asuka is nasty, and I know how you like your characters or like certain people. He's like, watch her Japanese wrestling shit. Asuka was a monster. Mm-hmm. And the fact that they dumped her down, they dumped, what's my other dude from Japan?
Shinsuke
Nakamura.
Bless those leather pants, though.
Dumbed them down like a mother. Made them into like these. Make your characters. Stop watering down the Japanese wrestlers.
So it was like it only lasted. So it's just like there's a glimmer of hope because when they both got debuted, like. It was fucking magic. Like, they were the top of the top. Mm-hmm. I still feel like the fans, like, myself included, like, they're still cream of the crop. Mm-hmm. But, like, how they're going with their storylines, I'm like, but they deserve better
right now. Asuka was champion for how many days in Japan? Like a year, 2 years, 3 years? Like, she was 1,000 days. Mm. She was champion for 1,000 days or some shit like that in Japan. She came here, she's losing to, like, random-ass characters and people and stuff, and you could tell when there's hate in the ring, WWE style. Because I watched a couple matches with her and what's the name, Flair, Ric Flair's daughter.
Yeah, Charlotte.
She was really like trying to hurt Asuka. It's like you can tell there's beef there. And Sasha is really good. Sasha's dope, but I don't know what the fuck they're doing. Triple H, take over, please. The old man need to go.
That man has like an iron grip on this.
No.
Well,
what's that Sunday show? The one that Triple H took over, pretty much.
Oh fuck.
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
I do know what you're talking
That's
about.
where Asuka started off and all these other wrestlers. That's where that shit
was.
Oh,
NXT, there you go. I love NXT.
NXT is a beast. Yeah.
Ember Moon.
Yeah. That's when...
I remember when Ember Moon debuted. Like, she's fucking fire.
I think I might get back into watching NXT. Because, like, I tune in from time to time. Certain wrestlers pop up in WWE and shit like that. Then I go back to see, like, who's holding the belt. This and that. Like, Peter Rosenberg won the 24/7 title at Royal Rumble. Like, what the fuck was that? That was funny.
I mean, Bad Bunny had a fucking, like, I don't know, I stopped paying attention. I love Bad Bunny, but I was like, he fucking has a belt? And, like, Mr. BunBun was like, yeah, Bad Bunny has a belt. And I was like, oh, okay. And then how he had that belt on SNL, and I was like, wow, we going with the storylines, okay.
Yeah.
But I love Bad Bunny. So.
It's good promotion. Stuff like that is cool and that's funny and stuff like that.
I don't know what else is.
But your segues suck. I'm gonna give you the alley-oop, alright? I'm gonna give you the alley-oop.
Silence.
I'm gonna give you the alley-oop. Like, what else are we watching? There's nothing else? I don't know. I'm waiting for some good Marvel stuff to come out, you know?
WandaVision?
Oh, wow. Speaking of WandaVision, you're right. That was horrible, by the way. That was horrible.
He's gonna cut this out later.
No, I'm not cutting this shit out. That was horrible. But first of all, because we're saving her opinion for last, because she's the ultimate Wanda fan. I love the show, but I didn't know much about Wanda until recently. Mm-hmm. But last time we spoke, you personally said you didn't like it.
No, I didn't, but I saw, like, you know, me, like, I wanted to see what was White Vision. So I saw the final episode.
And you know about White Vision in the comics.
Yeah, he's kind of,
Okay. So go.
Huh?
Start it off.
So, you know, like, okay. So,
there we go.
Nah, I was watching, like, and it right about the finale, it showed how she became, like, I like the suit. The suit was legit.
Yo, that's gonna be a cosplay, because that outfit, in terms of representation from the comics, interpretation from the comics, excuse me,
bring it into the modern day.
It looks so good.
Because remember the Halloween episode? That's how they looked in the comics. They look straight up from the 60s.
I also enjoy that because it just shows if whoever wants to do that for like Halloween. Like
this
I like
is how you do it.
I was like, it's so cute.
Shit,
You can do it.
You seen the leather on the leather, and I said,
you know what she was looking at? Elizabeth
Olsen. She was. First of all. Go ahead, T-Money. Go ahead. I don't give a fuck. The same way everybody's...
I like how they
hold on. The same way everybody's oogling over Vision right now. Let's keep it real. All the ladies out there is talking about Vision and then putting do-rag on them with the turtleneck.
Yeah, but we're saying that he
chains.
looks good. You're the one who's like drooling and like making sexual noises about it.
You should see y'all should see the comments.
I'm talking about here.
Vision.
I'm talking about here in this room.
We talking about here in this room. Wanda was looking scrud diddly umptious, baby. Jesus Christ. I said
thank you. Thank you for using your words and not making awkward noises. That makes me feel very awkward. Can we stop, please?
She was looking good.
God.
Ooh, baby. Had my...
Alright.
See? I was about to go in just now. Right? But nah, continue, T-Man.
No, I was saying, like, I like the way they did it because... Like I said, I didn't like the whole. My thing with WandaVision, I didn't like the whole sitcom shit. Like to me, that was not. I didn't know. I didn't.
Opinion's an opinion.
I didn't like it. It's not what I'm used to when it comes to Marvel. You know what I mean? And that's what it is. That's just being honest.
I can respect that opinion. And it's also because like you don't know the comics in like to a certain degree. Right, I think you get.
Nah,
like,
I do know.
No, he's a comic book.
Nah, I know the comics, Marvel, but it's just that's what it is with me. I know the comics, so if something seems a little off and it goes too far away from it, unless it fits in with the story, I don't really mess with it.
Was that whole concept in the comics?
Which part?
The whole WandaVision concept, the television theme. Was that in the comics?
No, it's not.
That was all in original.
I mean, like, if you talk about it, you can see the influence because it's just like... You can see the influence just because, like, if... Again, just surface level, saying things that happen, like, in the House of M, not real, right? Like, her experiences, and again, like we talk about with the boys and everything... You can see where, and it's also like, I forget the Vision series, but Vision has his own, like, life in another, I forget, in his own, like, set of comics, where he, like, how Vision looks is, like, he has, like, a wife and 2 kids and a dog.
But it wasn't one.
But this was probably
like,
before he got put in that capsule, before Age of Ultron.
No, it's a separate storyline. It was like,
Vision wasn't, see, that's not, think my comment, that's not how Vision was originally created. I think it was Tony Stark that did it. But they like I said, Disney, Marvel, they switch a lot of things up.
It's not direct, yeah. So it's not a direct
So
like this was
Vision,
in the comics.
Vision and Wanda were never really together. Like that never really.
No, they weren't.
For a little while.
No, they've been a while. They had kids. Yeah, they fucked. In the comics, a very long time.
Please don't use that word in Marvel, because even though I was oogling just now, ew, a robot.
But he was half human, I think.
Yeah.
Like because of the whole.
No, he's not. So he's not human. He's a synthesoid. So that's even the whole thing. Like he's like he's
What the fuck is a synthesoid?
It's the Marvel explanation for an android that's as human as that was created. So like he wasn't born. He was created. So like he really is like a creation of like wires and blood and shit. But
Yeah, that's what Ultron was trying to do. That's why he wanted Vision's body
to upload his mind into that body because he is so like when they in that terms it's like he technically is a robot, but what they say in the at least in the MCU is that he is a synthesoid. What they say in the comics, he's a synthesoid because he wasn't born, he was made to be who he is.
Gotcha.
So yeah.
So he could still reproduce. He could. He just
Well,
doesn't
so, like,
have.
I mean, that is up for debate, and so like you can go back and whatnot, but it's just like you want to talk about it? It's like, does he have sperm? I don't think they built him with that. So like with the boys themselves, they have different iterations of the boys in the comics. The one with the House of M that I was talking about, like the last time I was here, you can see that they did that because like
You can talk about it. You don't have to be subtle.
No, I mean like in terms of like,
okay.
oh well, yeah. Well, it's just in terms of like if you want to read the comics or what, the boys aren't real. Like in this show, like
And
the
that's
boys.
and I was gonna bring that up.
Yeah, but so
when
like
you were finished.
so here's the thing, and that's the crazy thing about like going into like multiverse of madness and where they're going with the multiverse in this because the boys and WandaVision, because she created him and she explained how that happened, that they're both, all three of them are both not real and real at the same time. Because in
That's
that reality,
what I was gonna ask
so in the
you.
reality,
Gotcha.
they're real. They're living, breathing. They're alive. But once the reality goes away, they are no longer exist. So the way you can take it is like, yes, they're dead. And
So
like,
she's
in like
basically right now, because if you don't know, spoiler alert, at the very ending, you see her training, her witch side, right?
which is to indicate that she is stronger than Doctor Strange, because Doctor Strange
And
can
I
only
was
do that
gonna
when
say-
he can only astral, like in the times that we've seen him, at least in the MCU thus far, is he can only astral project when he's asleep. Wanda's able to do it while she's awake, so that's to
Now-
show that she is stronger than him at this
So
point.
she's basically training so she can, because didn't what's the name, Agnes?
Agnes?
Didn't Agnes say you're not even real? Like you're not even supposed to be here? Some weird shit like
No,
that.
she said you don't know what you've done. You don't know like what you've unleashed. I
Yes.
forget if it was unleashed or released. So I was like, I gotta look back because technically, in terms of like theorizing,
Yeah,
that can make
because
a
there was
difference.
something she said that
You're gonna
confirmed what you were saying, and I was like she was like you create, like you can. This is after 2 episodes ago when she's like, oh, you created your entire reality and you're expanding it. So they're basically saying like Wanda right now is training to where she can bring her kids back to life and Vision back to life. They're here. She doesn't need a fucking hex, basically. Like, that's her reality. These people are her reality.
I feel
at
like,
the end of the day.
well, my interpretation of that ending scene was that like she was just training to train because like here's Agnes telling her what she is and like it fucking manifested. She is a
she
Scarlet
was
Witch.
reading the Black Book.
She was reading the Darkhold. So, and I think she's using that because she was telling because Agnes was saying you're gonna need me to like learn all this shit, which is a nice nod to the comics. And then she's like, if I need you, I know where you are. So she's basically trying to read the book so she can learn herself, so she can be like a self-taught fucking witch. And I what happened with the boys, I think was like not something she did. I think she was like reading through the book and then she heard their voices because she seemed like shocked or like looking for them. So my interpretation is that she was just studying and whatever she was studying like made a connection and then she heard the boys. Now whether that was those are actually her sons or not, I feel like that's going to be a fun debate in the future,
And
because it could also just be not them. and someone is fucking with her to use her again for the future.
So she can read the book and bring out like what was the main
The
bad the main baddie you guys were talking about.
Mephisto.
Yeah. So Mephisto is basically this is my interpretation of what I was seeing at the very ending. She's because Agnes was like, you are the she's saying the Scarlet Witch shouldn't be here. You should not be here.
Oh no, I think she's like, it's like she is created, like she is forged, she's not born.
Yes, there we go.
Yeah, she's forged, she's forged, she's not born.
So this Mephisto dude is pretty much, he needs her to be strong. He needs her to train so he can come to the real world. Because I think everyone in the whole...
She needs her to release the book.
Yeah, everybody is saying that Mephisto is going to be the main baddie underneath, not Galactus. There's somebody underneath Galactus that they're going to be pushing forward, but we still don't know. We have no idea. But I want Galactus. But everybody's saying there's like a main baddie underneath Galactus that's like Galaxy Destroyer type level. But Mephisto is kind of like the Ultron. Is going to be like the Ultron of the series, where he is like the main baddie, but they're going to nerf his ass.
Well, it's going to be interesting because like there was also a reference to Mephisto in the promos for Loki, so it's gonna be interesting if he's gonna be time hopping and basically like reality time hopping. Is Mephisto gonna show up in that one? Because up and down, like I was very much of that group that was hoping that Mephisto was going to show up. And the song, it's Agatha all along. And I was like, yeah, it's just Agatha. But it's just like, it's not just her, because she was like, I love her. She's one of my faves. But like...
He's going to come later. But he's definitely part of
He's going to be like an Avengers movie,
he's
too.
Part of that. Yeah, because they're trying to do with the Avengers, they're trying to make it more dark, because as you see, they're adding Blade to the Avengers. I don't know what you heard that. Like,
really? They are?
Yeah,
Blade's going to be a part
of it. I know they got the rights.
A lot of things are what now are in the comic books are funny thing is the comic books are taking our ideas, not our ideas. The comic books are writing new stories based on the new comics. So Blade is officially apparently part of Avengers. So they're trying to make it more as far as them going against darker forces. That's the direction they're trying to take.
Yeah, I like how they're
going
trying from galaxy to like worldly, more dimensional.
Because that's also a big part of Marvel. Because most of the main real people, they have a lot of gods in there. Like they have I forgot his name. Like he could devour the world into darkness. He's like a god or something. Really forgot his name. But they have that. So it's not only just Thanos was just the beginning. He was just psychotic.
Facts.
But the whole thing is there's a lot more. More the multiverse is more spiritual, demonic, and a couple of stuff like that. So we'll see more of those villains. That's what they're trying to make it. Yeah. That's what Scarlet Witch was, because we know Mephisto was coming once he has that book. Because you know the book is what frees him at some point. So we know he's coming. That's what they're trying to say. They're trying to tell
that's why I'm saying it's fun to theorize about it, because maybe for the MCU this is like his thing. Because again, I was gonna say the scene, you know what scene I'm talking about? I talked about last time, the baby absorption scene where the hands. I was like, we didn't get that. I mean, we didn't even see the boys dissolve. We just see Vision dissolve. So I mean, so of course we can assume that happened to the boys. So it's just like possible thing that could happen is like, what if, I don't fucking know, I can't read Marvel's name, but like, what if, you know, that was Mephisto using those voices and it's not really them and they truly don't exist. Like, so what they are hinting is like the Young Avengers is going to be a thing, because they already set up like the other Young Avengers. So like Billy and Tommy are gonna come back, but in what context is gonna be interesting. But also, if we do get a baby absorption scene, I'm gonna laugh and cry at the same time, because that was a very traumatic scene.
That shit's gonna be fucking hilarious, man. I got a kid. I'm gonna be tight. And then every single time, you see, every time we're close to the ending, this always happens. So I'm gonna have to stop using this program right here. I'm gonna wait for it to respond.
I use the bathroom. I was waiting for a response. Just fucking with
you. Nope. You gonna hold it, Harmony. Yeah.
So you want to, like based on just going over the thing, you wanted to split it now?
No.
Because you said we're close to the end. It's like you just want to go.
Yeah, we had this last thing where we talk about the Grammys, but fuck the Grammys.
You want to just make it a quick shit for the next one? The Grammys?
Yeah, we can do that. Fuck it. Yeah, let's close down. Yo, every time we're like close to the ending, man.
Okay, but like, tell me not every single time something happens.
He got to use the bathroom, right?
I was gonna hold it. But since
Nah,
you said
yeah,
we're going
there's always like some technical issues. Are we
Didn't-
in retrograde?
No, we're not.
We're not, right?
No,
What
we're
the
not.
fuck?
Didn't this happen like the 2
This
weeks ago?
yes.
2 weeks ago, like,
Yeah,
and then we had
the
some things.
first
Yeah.
episode, the same shit, and I was explaining to Mio. I got to explain to you guys like what the hell's been happening and going on. But first episode is always fucked up, always messed up, and that's gonna cause me to have to like go into the fucking audio files of the actual cameras and put. It's annoying, dude. Like this shit is annoying, man. Like.
I was gonna say, quick question. You can like.
No, I'm talking to you.
No, like quick question. It's like I know we didn't record the intros for the first one. Did you want to record the intro twice to put in the beginning of this one?
No, we did do the intro. Well,
No,
we did the extra stuff.
Yeah, we didn't do. We didn't do like like our usual intro.
Yeah,
That's
the
what I mean.
individual
That's what I
stuff.
mean.
Nah.
Yeah. We did. Okay, that was my question.
We could do that for the next one.
Yeah.
We just jump right into it because
We were sassy about it.
Yeah, we was very sassy.
Thank you for answering my question.
It's 3. Yeah, fudge this, man. Let's close this damn episode out. This pisses me off.
Welcome to real life, everyone.
This pisses me off. Y'all have no idea. So all of that.
Don't tell me we didn't lose audio, did we?
No, we got the audio
okay.
on the cameras,
But I mean, like.
Yeah, like Mio, like again, the Mio mix, same shit. Like I don't know if it's pumping too much into the laptop, or it's just because my processor is like on its last legs. I have no idea. But everything was fine until just now. Like when the
Yeah, because I see the screen is.
The
screen is like weird looking.
Mm-hmm. So when it shut down, like when it went to like monetary sleep mode, and my laptop shouldn't have that. It went into monetary sleep mode, and then
I was gonna say it looks like
happens.
it's on like how my Kindle is. It looks like it's on night mode right now.
Yeah,
and that's the normal color.
So it's. Let me close the program. Yeah, let's close this episode out. T Money, what you got to say to these people?
Damn. Well, just stay safe. You know, you're doing it. Like go check out some of the good movies. Go check out that WandaVision finale. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of WandaVision, but it shows what the MCU is going. So it's like I kind of had to watch it. You had to,
I was gonna say real quick. Like I think I appreciate Marvel for that because they took a risk on this show.
Yeah.
And it was like it could have flopped. Honestly, for like, cause you see, like you're not a big fan of the sitcom thing. But I think I appreciate Marvel for that because they took a fucking risk on this to do something new.
Then towards the end, it showed that okay, this is why the rest of me was heading in. So it's like, all right,
Which is why they're making more money than DC, honestly, because they're able to take risks and DC is not.
Talk that shit. DC, stop rebooting.
Take some risks, man, like you're doing with Stargirl, and like don't take away our Black Lightning, please.
Oh yeah, that's over.
Don't do it, dang it.
DC, stop making dumbass moves.
Like
stop trying to.
That caught me off guard with Stargirl.
They need to stop trying to be.
That was a surprise hit. Like no pun intended. I was like, right? That was a surprise.
It was a surprise. Like you didn't expect.
If you haven't watched Stargirl yet, you should. Because like, we're vibing now. It's fine.
Trash. Nah, it's not trash. DC is. Let's be honest. DC. You guys suck. I love my intervalometer, man. Just pick up the just click it, click. BunBun, talk your shit, girl.
I guess really quick, if you're receiving unemployment, make sure that you check what your status is, if you have to reapply or whatnot. Especially if you're in different states, because the rules are different in every single state in the United States. So make sure you check up on that for yourself to see how you stand with applying or reapplying if you have to, in terms of like your stimulus with it. Here in New York City, everyone, because I am part of the bar scene, indoor dining is opening up to 50% next week. On March 19th. So make sure, like what T said, make sure you're safe. Please wear your fucking mask. Please continue to socially distance so that we continue on this path. So that,
everybody get their jobs again.
Yeah, we can go back into like the jobs that we miss very much. So please be safe, and in order to keep everybody safe, just keep following the guidelines.
Mio-chan, you rarely talk this entire episode, and normally you're louder than everybody in this motherfucking room. What do you got to say to the people before we go?
My brain is asleep.
You need some coffee?
No, I'm good.
You hungry? You good?
Okay.
I think we should drink some coffee after.
Yeah, man. Like the
Just
whole
a wee
episode.
bit,
I've been
a wee
drinking
bit.
shit. But yeah, Mio's brain is asleep.
Yeah, well, I can't wait to get the Pokemon game, to be honest. I don't care if the episode is boring or not. Well, I'm trying to get the printer thing, I mean.
Well,
I'm interested in the...
if they
You
actually
ready to get
Yeah.
another Switch?
Well, yeah, my Switch
Oh yeah,
is...
yeah. Last time you told us something happened with that
Yeah,
Switch. Did you?
I gotta get one. I mean, I don't know, it's nowhere to be
We
found.
could rob somebody. Come on.
It's really sad.
Let's
I
rob
can't
it.
remember where I left it.
Let's rob you, Pokemon Master. You the one with all the
I-
Pokemon. We could
I-
split.
I'm Switch on me.
We could split T Money's Pokemon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Can we?
Yeah. Huh? You need to ride back to the crib? We got you, bro. Uber on us. I'm always ending the first episode. Sorry, I'm always ending an episode being angry. Let me try and be happy.
Aha.
Yay!
It was also because that's my name, but
What?
because you said that's end
Oh,
the
happy.
episode with being happy. I was like,
Being
haha, because that's me.
Everybody, wash your hands, wash your ass. Don't forget your gloves and your mask. COVID-19 is real.
Double masking.
Yes, 1 year later, we're still here. So please, like I said, wash your hands, wash your ass. Don't forget your gloves and your mask. When those vaccines are out there for the public, if everything
More
is
so than now.
A-okay, go get your shots. I'm ready to get my shot for my birthday. Remember I told you I was traveling for my birthday? I already bought my tickets for where I'm going. So I'm going to need that shot right in my ass. Right here. On the right cheek.
Fingers crossed that they so like it's crazy because they just lowered it from 65 to 60, so hopefully they lower it more and expand the list. So
Hopefully.
slowly but surely.
Because
Slowly but surely.
I'm
That's the
trying.
reason why they're letting stuff to open back open, because they have a solution now. Before they didn't have a solution, we not opening shit.
I'm trying to thought out for my birthday.
Okay, hope.
All y'all sick niggas and chicks out there, keep y'all asses at home. Everybody at that place, and I don't remember the fucking name of it. Y'all some dumbass people. All y'all caught COVID in this tiny ass room because you don't want to abide by the rules. I'm glad I didn't go that night. That shit was, I said, ain't that a bitch. So, stop playing with your lives, people. This is the reason why 1 year later, we are still...
It only takes one person in a big group
One.
to spread it.
One, that's it.
Which is why every time I
Yeah.
come here, I'm like, I appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
Appreciate y'all.
You feel me? And then I just got my results back. I'm Gucci. It's like every week I gotta go get my checkup because I gotta get my daughter. 15 minutes. You can get a 15-minute check, bruh. Stop playing. Y'all need to stop playing. Now, this ties into what the whole show is about. It's, you know, where people are doing things willingly, like doing dumb shit willingly. It's like, it stops at a certain point to where you're just being ignorant. So 1 year later, you guys are just being fucking ignorant. We ain't got time for it. We trying to make money out here. Businesses are closing down. People are dying.
I would like to go back to work, everybody.
Come
Physically. I'm an entertainer. I would like to go back to work.
Facts. I'm trying to travel. I'm trying to do a lot. I have a lot I'm trying to do. And I can't really go anywhere. Even if I got the capital. I can't go anywhere. Because I'm thinking about my kid that I see every week. I'm thinking about my co-hosts. I can't get them sick. I can't get my kids sick. Can't do that. Stop being selfish, people. That's it. Episode number 40 of the Lord Champa Show. Man, fuck this computer shit, man. I hate technology. You see, I'm not even gonna close the episode out yet. You gonna hold that shit. So let's talk about the other subject with the Steel Tacos, Shogun, the rap games, Akira, Lord Champa himself, Malik Champloo. We out this motherfucker. See y'all next week.
Later, guys.
We love y'all.
Bye.
Peace. T-Money, go take your shit, bro.
Oh,
He got a poop. Oh my god.